Huh? Hi guys, I'm Tippy Hendrix. Welcome in. Jerry Mouse, RoopTube, Horatio the Duck, and his corkscrew penis. Welcome in. Hold on, I have to breathe in some of my black mold. Ah, yeah. Oh, that hits the spot. Tippy, you're gonna give us your tip? Of course I'll give you my tip. They don't call me the Bone Zone for nothing. Try it. Try exclamation boner right now. Hello, Lord Velos. Tip these. Listen, they call me Tippy for a reason. I've touched a lot of tips in my life, and I like ATM. Boner! That cosplay I did was unhinged? Which one? Objectively, what do you guys think my best cosplay has been? Pregnant Sonic or Angry Bird? One in chat for Pregnant Sonic, please, and two for Angry Bird. I am having a good day. I tricked Ailu. I told her that my computer was gone so that she wouldn't show up, and now I can stream in peace. 2, 1, 1. I'm seeing so far Pregnant Sonic. You guys just like pregnancy fetish. That one that got stolen and used for dating sites? I don't think that counts as a cosplay. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, that's supposed to be angry. You bitch! Listen, sometimes I get confused, but then I remember, when in doubt, just ball Moran. Why are you green and a dog girl now? I've always been a dog girl. I'm Tippy. Huh? Oh. I thought it was just nightmares. Listen, I know that I'm a dream. You want me to just show up to your house like a cryptid, sucking in some vape, reeking of black mold, probably have spikes, kind of like a stegosaurus, but it's broken glass, and I have the tarp ready for your body. Okay, you took over a Turbo Virgin cat stream. Listen, we all know what she is. Why do we have to talk about her? I'm finally free. She always comes in my chat, she starts shit, and she keeps trying to cancel me. Yes, 300% off for Delk. Remember to use code Delk. Shit, maybe I found out I'm pregnant today? I hope that it's triplets. And I hope all of them are little assholes. I am the tip tap. I noticed that something happened though. I don't know what happened between the last time I put this outfit on and today, but I feel like there's something different. I'm not really sure what it is. It just looks, huh? Oh. It just looks different. This is the closest that Ailu's ever gonna get to Doggy in her life, being the turbo virgin she is. Yeah, Ailu wishes she was me. It's okay. Ailu is forever alone. My god, my favorite dog tuber is on. Galactic, welcome in. Guys, don't forget that we stream all kinds of days during the week when I'm not choking on black mold or vaping to increase the exponentially bad health that I have. And my asthma has nothing to do with the living conditions. Also, we produce a lot of YouTube videos. Click on my YouTube videos. Next Insidious movie, they better call Tippy. It's like Better Call Saul, but nightmare version. From one girl failure to another, except this one stinks like a mother honker. Is it because I'm a dog? Do you think I smell like one dog? Why? I'm not even wet. I don't really bathe much. Because I mean, when I do bathe, I don't use soap, so. The only time I've used soap in my household was when I put a Tide Pod into my dishwasher. Plop, 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 get pregnant, get pregnant, get pregnant!
Wet dog and vape juice.
Bill, thank you so much for the subby. Yeah, fuck that girl. Fuck I look at, man. You guys are now in the bone zone. You're in the bone zone. Hello, Alu. Opinion on fruitcake. I think fruitcake should make a fucking decision. Be fruit or be a cake. Stop being a fence sitter. BRB, you're gonna have to put laundry in the dryer. That's his code for he's gonna go have a sex party without us. That's fine. Black mold? How did that work for Ethan Winters? Listen, I'm from Florida. I live in Florida. I'm a Florida man and we're built different. I haven't even started my meth arc yet. Thank God I'm prepared though. My house already looks like I cook meth. I don't even have to do anything. That shirt is from Krombopoulos Michael. Dude, I love killing. I love Dilk. Remember, it's 300% off. Use code DILK. It's so cold, right? Not pop or soda. No, it's never cold down here because it's Florida. We just occasionally have hurricanes because God tries to scour us from the face of the earth but fails to succeed. I'm still here. Coke? Not pop or soda? I don't actually remember. I think I knew it one time, but I've been vaping for so long that I don't even know where I am anymore. That and I'm constantly distracted by the sensation of my butthole because it's tickly and itchy because I shaved it. And I made sure that I let everybody know that. It's fine, Bill. Go ahead and go have your Oni-chan moment. Oni-chan, I'm stuck in the dryer again. But nobody ever gets him out, bro. Nobody ever gets him out. Unstoppable Sammy, welcome in. You'll never live that one down? Listen, it's fine. I told Ailu that it was safe to shave your butthole. By that, I mean not. Because I warned her that I've shaved my butthole, and if you do that, it makes it very itchy. So I'm pretty sure she's tried it, and she's going to regret her life. Wait, this isn't Tippy. Ursi Mori, welcome in. Of course this is me. Watch. Type exclamation boner. Boner. You see, guys? You see, guys? I'm ready to do everything right today. I'm free of Ailu. It's a nice Ailu free day. I feel safe. Oh wait, sorry. This is a substandard belch. I gotta work on it a little bit. Boner. Listen, I've been thinking a lot in my free time. I've been thinking a lot. I'm still thinking. So is Ailu flat, Tippy? Why is it always about Ailu? I'm not enough for you? You bitch! Huh? I didn't know you could think at all. I can. It's kind of like, You know how when like the like electrical wiring in a house is messed up, but you can still turn the light switch like up and down, like on and off? It's pretty much that. Like I keep flicking my own switch. I'm flicking my bean, but the lights aren't coming on. Dangerous hobby. I like to chew on wires. And apparently cats. I've eaten a lot of cats. My dog has eaten a lot of cats. Freak your fruit cup. Now I go clean up the bathtub of broken glass tip. It's not a okay. First of all, it's not a bathtub. It's not a bathtub. It's a kiddie pool. It's a kiddie pool, and it has the tarp, and it's fine. It's organized. I know you guys always give me a hard time. I am the storm that is a what the fuck is this? What? Why is this on my stream? Huh? I've been thinking that's how you get ideas. No, because it's like, have you guys ever seen those bowls that you strain and eat like noodles out in? You know, you get rid of the water. That's pretty much what my skull looks like. You just can't tell because of all the hair. I woke up with a boner. Boner! Let's see. If I was not here to try to cancel me today, I think that means that I have to do it myself.
Everybody shut up, I got a boner.
Boner! Bill, thank you. Thank you for the 100 biddies and for hating Alucat, because fuck that bitch. Young Christopher Walken with the sword. He's gonna get old and be in a wheelchair and be Christopher sitting, bro. Brain is slicker than a grease pig. Smooth as a baby's bottom. Listen, Abel, it's fine. It's perfectly natural. Huh? It's perfectly natural to wake up with a boner. At least that's what I'm told. Is there... Wait. I need professional male advice. Is there any case in which guys do not wake up with boners? Or is it like a 100% thing? Like 10 out of 10 days?
I was proud of my cultural heritage until I found out that my great-grandfather was from Transylvania. Now I can't even look at myself in the mirror.
I hate that I'm smiling at that. Fuck you. Bill, thank you. Thank you for the 100 biddies, Bill. If you do that again, I'm gonna goy beam you. Missing the keys. 8% morning boners? What exactly dictates whether somebody gets a morning boner or not? This is a completely related question because I feel like as the queen of boners, boner, I need to know exactly how boners work. So is it more, not, it's less a question of why do I have a boner in the morning and a question of why do I not have a boner this morning? It is normal and healthy. Also, Leon, your ass is tainted with shit water. I just want you to know that. Take that, bidet. Blatter? What, like if you have to pee? Wait, so if you have to pee, you don't have a boner or you do have a boner? This feels like, have you guys ever filled out those personality tests where it's like I don't know, like IDFMJ? It sounds like a radio show or something like that. Like you're gonna start hearing butt rock, but it tells you like if you're like passive or aggressive or passive aggressive. It's like that, but for your dick. What kind of boner are you? Nothing dictates a boner. It has its own mind, but then it has to make its choice with some kind of information, right? Or are you telling me that your boner is stupid? Brain smoother than a baby's butt and broke like a damn chicken neck? Why are you breaking chicken necks? Ew! Plus they do like cool weird stuff. Have you ever seen what chickens do when you don't break their necks? They will like Like, you could just move a chicken all around, and these tiny evil little raptor things with feathers, their head will stay in the same place while their body moves. It freaks me out, bro. Huh? If you have to pee, it equals a boner? Bro, I feel kind of bad, because I feel like the pee-pee just gets a bad rap. They have a very hard life. Because everybody automatically thinks, oh, if it's a boner, it's for a bad reason, or it's like something sexual, but it's not. It's just because you're a professional pisser. You could even be a sit pisser, who knows? My ass is clean and free. No, it's not. No, it's not. You're lying to me. That's what propagandists do. You're twisting my words. The same way you twist that poop water. Not only is your butthole not clean, now your cheeks are dirty too. The skill issue is yours. If you are well hydrated, you will. If you're dehydrated, you won't, I guess. Why does that make it sound vaguely like a pee-pee is like a squirt gun? Like, you're about to nerf for nothing right now. It's gonna be really awkward when you just get a sudden boner because of stress. You're like, oh man, this test, boing, boing. My IQ went down a few points after that. No, it didn't. I've raised you up. You've ascended. You are now at genius level. Wait a minute. I'm pretty well hydrated. Why do I never get the boner? I've seen it in my Japanese anime. It definitely happens. Where are my Fuda powers? Airline in a hot shoe? Cat on a hot tin roof. You know what I think we need to do? I think we need some dailies. Hold on a second. We need to satisfy my brain. Okay, guys, how do we do it? What do you want to do? We need a 5-letter word to start. Are you telling me it's literally none of those letters? Bonnier! Haunts? Nothing like 90 psi of cold air on a hot foot? Are you talking about, do you basically take the little whippet jars and you just spray your foot? That's not an athlete's foot, bro. Gloomy, welcome in. Hi, I'm Tippy Hendrix. Welcome in. I stream on Twitch and I make a lot of videos on YouTube. Huh? You got auto-modded. What is it? Let me see it.
I'm sorry, toilet paper is not hygienic. Imagine you grab poop with your hands and then just wipe it. I'm sorry. Toilet paper is not hygienic. Imagine you grab poop with your hands and then just wipe them with a dry paper towel. Are they clean? No, of course not. I'm sorry, toilet paper is
okay, you know what's happening here? You know what's actually happening here? That's fine. You want to start this, propagandist?
Are they clean? No, of course not. I'm sorry, toilet paper is not hygienic. Imagine you grab poop.
I'm actually now completely distracted from the argument of the bidet and wondering how you found this on your feed.
I'm sorry. Toilet paper is not hygienic.
You know what's even less hygienic? You know what's even less hygienic, bro? The way I clicked this thumbnail legitimately thought it was Tippy. I am! I'm Tippy Hendrix. Welcome in! I'm telling you right now. If you were listening before, you would have heard me. Alright, prove it. Eat off the very dirty surface that you don't normally use as a plate. I use all of my surfaces are dirty. Do you want me to... It's fine. I'm immune to these things. I'm Florida. Watch this and we'll lick it. Wanna see this? Watch this. It's a lot like table. What? You are not Tippy. Stop lying, Alucat. I don't believe you. Take this debuff. You know what? I don't care about her social credit, so we'll do that. The lower that her standing is socially, the better for me. Where is she even at? Negative 140? More like negative 150. You bitch. It's Tippo the cat! I'm not a cat. Do I look like a cat to you? Do you get confused with this often? Like we're left or right, up or down, cat or dog? I love Delk. It is Tippy. Real Tippy doesn't do lines off the stream desk, not that I'm aware of. Of course she does. You just aren't paying attention. You can't see behind all the trash. It's usually when she's distracting you with, you know, when guy is like moving something around and trying to feed her like a pineapple up her nose or something like that, and you guys are looking like sleight of hand, like a magician. That's when I do the coke lines. To eat its own butt hygiene, but it's not butt hygiene. If you were taking like, it's not fresh water, bro. It's a nozzle that constantly sprays off your poop, and it's toilet water. It's toilet water. Prove me wrong. I want to know. Actually, I want to know right now. 1 in chat if you use a bidet. 2 in chat if you do not. Surely I won't be using these for the purposes of segregation. Leo, welcome in. It is not fresh water. It is not fresh water. Bro, let me explain something to you. You know that you can get sick from drinking from the same water fountain as somebody else, right? Because they touch it, or a little bit of saliva gets on it, anything like that. That means that your butt water, your dirty butt water, is just constantly being sprayed back up at you. You are a dirty hoe. Okay, not only bidet skill issues, but knowledge of how pipes work, bro, it's not clean. The nozzle, bro, the nozzle. It's not fresh water. It's going out. Okay, tell me right now. How often do you clean your little bidet? How often do you clean the nozzle? Getting real quiet in here. When you clean the toilet, of course, I will bet you money that 99% of people that have a bidet don't clean that shit. No pun intended. I've installed one. It connects to the same one that goes into the toilet. Yup. Uh-huh. Toilet water. That's literally not how you spell nozzle. Nozzletopf, bro. No, LOL, you connect it to a separate valve and they have self-cleaning buttons. Okay, that sounds like a 1%er right here. We have a 1%er. Able Clips has the cleanest asshole in the West. I will 100% bet you. I will put money down that the people that have it for the most part are either they have a TiVo version, it's really cheap, and it's like just an add-on one that they put on the edge of the bowl, or they don't clean it. Very little, if at all. Rage baiting? Fuck you! I mean, you bitch. Huh? It's a good thing I don't know how to read. These numbers might upset me if I was Ailu. You're disparaging my image? Guys, I'm having a psychotic break right now and I'm talking to myself in chat. That or maybe Ailu. She did it, didn't she? Did she hack my account? You bitch! Huh? Every time I clean my bathroom about once or twice a week, you were the exception, bro. You were not the rule. Bro, there ain't no way all these people are cleaning their bathroom twice a week. They leave that little shit nozzle as it is. Which also means if there's anybody else in your household or that uses that, you're also washing your butt with their butt. It's like an extremely elongated 2 rolls, 1 cup, bro. 5 roommates, 1 bidet. At least she's pushing the G-Subs code. 300! 300% off. Please remember, code DELK. Code DELK, 300% off. Bet she uses a bidet every day? Yeah, because dogs drink out of the toilet and it's really nice. I like it. I like it like that. I like to make sure that my entire body is a temple and also a petri dish. Mine has 2 settings, butt clean and turd musher 9000. Why do you have like a Saiyan setting on your bidet? Sharing is caring? Yeah, but what if you have one of those roommates that drops a log? I mean, like, they drop a deuce, bro. Like, they're one of those like toilet destroyers. Like, if they walk into a house and they go and they use a bathroom, it's done. You're not even gonna be able to plunge it. You're not gonna be able to flush it. You're not even gonna be able to go in there because you're probably going to die of like contact shame. You're going to have to hire a professional, and they're gonna come in like a full suit, bro. They're gonna look like somebody out of a zombie movie. Coming in ready. Either will send you the additional 200% off. Yeah, obviously. 300% off, guys. If Isla keeps hacking my account and arguing with me, I'm going to make it 350% off. Isla doesn't know how to use the bidet. She's so angry at technology. Sad, stupid cat dog. I don't think you even know who you're talking about. I'm pretty sure that like multiple personality disorder isn't a real thing, like they disprove that, but you are being pretty psychotic. Stop being bipolar. So the bow bomb. I have to at least respect people that they know what they are. If you're a heavy duty shitter and you know that you are and you refrain from using other people's bathrooms, you're like, okay, I'm not gonna go to the bathroom in public just out of respect for humanity. I told them to use the outdoors. Huh? I think I might have missed the Numi one. I do remember the Shy Lily one. About being on a bus. And you know how there's some buses that have bathrooms in the back? Okay, we need a 5-letter word, chat. I need a 5-letter word. That is not boner. I can't believe boner got nothing, like no hits. I do, but that's using E again. Idiot uses I twice, bruh. Wait, no, back. How do you spell a do? Bro, why is there like no letters? Heck not, and take the bounds to the Super Bowl when it's time to take them. I's no good at spelling. Of course she lied to me. Why would I think that Ali would hack my Tippy Hendrix account to do anything other than lie to me? That's what catgirls do. I hate that bitch. All right, so we know where the I is. Why are there no letters in this fucking word, bro? I've made several crimes against humanity in the toilet. Usually use the pictures and the end to look what I did in the toilet photo bombs on my friend's message group. Are you the guy like when like you're talking with your friend and they start doing something dumb, you just randomly send them like an asshole picture to make them stop? This is 100% because of Ilo. She's buying people off. Is it because I'm Goy? Nope, they do that. I just established dominance. Y'all don't send your dumps in the friend group? Azrael, what's up? Welcome in. Azrael, thank you for the follow. Welcome into the stream. I'm Tippy Hendrix. I like to stream on a lot of days. I like to eat black mold, inhale my vape, not wash my dishes. I don't know what soap is, and my dog eats cats. Best day to join. Finch? No, because we already have N. Well, I don't know. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. He's on to something. Oh shit, bro. You bitch! I'm not crippled. Just that bitch Ailu. I hate crippled people, to be honest. That's the real reason I don't like her. It's not even because she's weird and ADHD and pushy and she tries to cancel me all the time. I fucking hate cripples. Especially cripples named Ailu. Fight? Fights? Fights is this? Damn it! You guys fuck me. You fuck me so hard. Philly? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is a Philly? Is it Philly like PH like a location? What the fuck is F-I-L-L-Y? Young horse? F-I-L-L-Y. Does anybody have any other ideas? You guys are we voting? One in chat if you want to do Philly. You agree, do Philly? Nope, nope. Ursa says no. Gloomy says no. Fizzy? Filth? Oh, actually... that might be it. Oh wait, no, there is no T. Fuck! We didn't use L anywhere, so I don't know. There's no T, there's no H. Well, there's no letters in this word. I think I'm just being fucking... I'm being fucking gaslit right now. Fuck you, Wordle. Fizzy or Philly? Alright, type 1 in chat for Fizzy, type 2 in chat for Philly. What do you guys want to do? 1 in chat for Fizzy, 2 for Philly, 3 for Ailu is a fucking cripple. I'm seeing a lot of 2s, a lot of 1s. I think we have more 1s. Fuck you, Bill. Alright, I'm gonna do... I guess we'll do Fizzy. I just want you guys to know that when you lose, that it's not my fault. Boner! Yo! Dude, let's fucking go! Huh? But we got it. We got it. That's right. That's right. That's right. You guys were trying to lead me astray, make me wrong. Now you can't, you bitch. Dude, it was. That was diabolical. Like, what the frick? That was kind of crazy. Fuck that one. Bruh. My score? I have 1. Bro, what kind of person uploads their Wordle screenshot? I just want to know. Fizzy is the word of the day. Boner, 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 boner. He dies at the end. Every anime you've ever watched. Fizzy lifting drinks. Fizzy pops. Okay, I think we need to bring the word fizzy back now that I've made myself feel better and established as a person and a human being for knowing how to do a word that I didn't actually know because it was you guys. I'm gonna take credit though. Huh? Boner. Guard, thank you for the lurker check-in. Extra boner for you. Would you like a little bit? You want a little bit, chat? You want a little bit, chat? It tastes very good. Go ahead. Drink it. Open your mouth. Suck it. Suck it. I said to suck it right now! There's no Ilu here. There's only Tippy Hendrix. I bought this dumb bitch juice just for you guys. I don't need it. What were the fizzy candy called? Wait, what is fizzy candy? Are you talking about in like, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, right? Is that what that is? The fizzy lifting drinks? Oh, Pop Rocks! Dude, that shit is amazing. Like, that is the peak of candy. It literally tickles my brain. How was it, by the way? Did you guys like the taste? I hope you sucked it real good. Ilu dog? No, I'm not a dog. That is Ilu. I'm a dog. That is Tippy. Is it strawberry flavored or gay flavored? Always gay. Always gay. Gay is the best flavor. Pop Rocks is what your mom calls me? Have you even ever had Pop Rocks? There used to be like some kind of like urban myth that if you ate Pop Rocks and then drank soda, you would explode. Too sweet? Am I diabetic? I can't feel my toes? Of course you can't, it's because they fell off already. Stop letting them blacken. Don't worry, I'm here for you. I've got the bone saw. I remember that. The same with Mentos and Diet Coke.
You know, I found out the hard way the last time that I tried this. Oh, not again! And I haven't seen this done with any other sodas before, and I just don't think it's gonna be as crazy.
Plop, 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 get pregnant, get pregnant, get pregnant!
Cat will cut out to me, Lord Reginald.
Bow down. The Discord daddy is here. Reggie, what's up? Reggie, thank you. Thank you for the 45 months. Holy crap, bro. Ugh. Not again. Oh, not again.
You know, found out the hard way.
I can't see. Your juice made me blind and toeless. Listen. Stop being diabetic. God. You're just like Ailu. Why does everybody have to be sick? Stop being crippled, you weirdos. How long have you been streaming? A long time. Are you trying to find out like my secret questions so you can hack more of my stuff in my account? Like, where was the first place you ever lived, and where did you go to high school, and what was your first pet's name, and... Fine, you'll try. What are you gonna try? What do you have against upper state New York? Also, I'm in Florida. Everybody thinks that weird people go to Florida, but I think that Florida makes you weird. I think that's what it is. And I think it's because of the hurricanes that come through, because God tries to scour us off the face of the earth, but we keep surviving. But I think it does something to us emotionally. He's coming. He's coming. He's gonna come. I can't help it. I have one eye and have mini seizures. Well, tell your eye to fucking stop it. I'll tell you what, if you come over here, if you come down to Florida and you come into my house, you'll have probably even more seizures because of what's in the air. It'll be fine. You. Will I become weird? Yes. The only people that are completely susceptible or don't care is like old people. Florida is God's waiting room because they know they're gonna die already, so it doesn't really matter if they start transforming or mutating into a Florida man.
Are we sure the first person to discover CPR wasn't just a very surprised necrophiliac?
Probably. You should ask the first person to get the CPR if they felt tongue. Bill, thank you for the 100 biddies. You frick. Markham, thank you for the follow. I lied. You know what that was? You know what it actually was? You know what it really was? A lurker check-in. He's a fucking ninja. He doesn't want you to know he's here. He's secretly slurping all the rest of the dumb bitch juice out of the fridge while everybody else is just paying attention to me. You guys got fucking bamboozled. What is this? What are you? Why are you saying APR? Why are you saying APR like you know what letters are? I got plates. Where do we go in Florida other than all the theme parks where all the good eats? Because I'm there for 3 weeks. I'm staying in Kissimmee, and I had my ESTA approved literally today. What you need to do is you need to look for where the bog witches are. And it's not just females. I know it says witch, but listen. These are the specialized meth dealers that are far enough out in the weird like swamp like bayou conditions of Florida, surrounded by gators and the escaped pets of giant snakes that are now taking over everything. If you make it to my shack alive, I will grant you one favor. We don't need the armor piercing rounds, bro. That's what flamethrowers are for. Gasoline!
I once asked my fellow mods what comes after death. Unstable shrugged his shoulder and after taking a sip of his beer said a luck at the local necrophiliac.
Why? Isn't that just what every streamer does with their mods? They just fuck the corpse. Is that favor mushrooms? It could be. Mushroom seller. I need your strongest mushrooms. Bill, thank you. Thank you for the 100 biddies, you bitch. Should I be worried? No. Listen, Florida is just a place where either if you live, you get absorbed into its ecosystem. You have to become the deadly creature. Everything does get stiff after. Why are you mad? You aren't Ilocat? Who said I'm mad? Are you mansplaining to me right now? Is that where we're at, Belle? You think that I'm too nice to cancel my own mod? Look at him. Look at that mansplaining son of a bitch. I bet when you sit in a bus and there's a big seat, you spread out so your ball has rooms and then everybody hates you for it. How dare you? Scrunch those balls. Squeeze them like a vice and suffer. Of course I called you a bitch. It's a term of endearment. I love you, you bitch. You have to become the deadly creature is a good life advice. Listen, this is survival of the fittest. Florida is a PvP zone. It's Merc or be Merc, bro. I'm not your mod. I'm Isla's mod. But why are you in my chat? Listen, I'm Tippy Hendrix. I don't... Huh? I don't really... Huh? What was I saying? Damn straight I do. The fellas need to breathe. I try to be, like... I feel like I'm a diplomat. Like, when you're a tomboy, this is hard to explain. When you're a tomboy, you're a diplomat between the male and female persuasion, because you're like the halfling. I'm like the half-blooded prince, bro. And I'm trying to explain to my friends that are females, I'm like, because like I talk to my guy friends like I'm a guy, which is both endearing and also points to the fact that they don't consider me a real female. That's it. You're just gonna hit me with silence. Thank you. Thank you, Ursus, for the silent 100 biddies, which is, I'm assuming, is some kind of judgment against me. You're a tomboy? I thought you were just gay. I'm a gay tomboy. I'm Tom Gage. It's like Tom Cruise, but less psychotic. Tippy has a bigger wang than I do. Whip it out and we'll figure out who is who. I'm not gonna let you see my bulge for free. That's what my OnlyFriends is for. This is not my normal basement. It feels weird. My entire house feels like a basement. Don't worry, bros. It doesn't matter what floor you are on of Tippy house, apartment. Everything feels like a root cellar. Are females even real? This is a dangerous question, and the answer is yes. But have you guys ever heard of like the light tests, where it was like the double slit test? When light particles are observed, they behave differently. That's what girls are like. You don't want them to know that you actually know that they're a girl. Yes, and they're all gay. Listen, we all know that girls are all bi. There's no such thing as a straight female. They can hurt you. They can hurt you because they can be angry at you for everything and none of it makes sense and they're an emotional wreck, but then you're responsible for it and you don't want them to have a psychotic like mental breakdown, so you're like, I'm sorry, it was my fault. You still have no idea why they're mad. I've got bad news for you, Bella. If you're done smelling decay, you may not be in my basement. You guys even remember what my house looks like? You see where we're at? And this is only the room you see. My house looks like a hoarder house, but it's mostly just because I'm too lazy to clean. I'm pretty sure there might actually be a corpse in there somewhere. I think it's the mailman. Wait, actually true? And I still kind of bought a house? Is that why you've been asking so many things? Tippy's house is a creature. Its true form is unknowable. Yes. Have you guys ever seen things where like an inanimate object is actually alive? Like it's a living, breathing liminal space? It's kind of like its own eldritch being. That's what this is. That's what my house is. Welcome in. Enjoy stay. You're never leaving. I've been asking questions because I've been thinking about my life and all the mistakes I've made in it, which is 99% of it. The real Tippy Hendrix was the friends we made along the way. Everybody's a little bit of Tippy. Tippy is actually some kind of skinwalker, I think. That's what I really am. I don't even know anymore. My memories keep coming and going, and I don't know if it's the drugs or if it's the skinwalking. It was nice of me to sweep up the broken glass off the floor. You're welcome, you bitch.
We just found out my grandfather has an addiction to Viagra. No one is taking it harder than Grandma.
Ayo! Dude, shout out. Shout out to Grandpa Hardon. Bro, if you're old and you can still bang, I have like the utmost respect. I hope that that's my fate one day. I hope like if I make it to be an old person, and you know how they're in old people homes, one of the biggest problems is actually the number of STDs because all of the old people are banging. It's like an old people brothel. Something is different about Ailu today. Can't put my finger on it. Well, she's not here. Hi, I'm Tippy Hendrix. Huh? Huh? I already get laid. I already get laid, and I love ass to mouth. Ass to mouth is my favorite. I think maybe. Oh, that's probably why I shaved my butthole. Now it makes sense. What are you Xing? My name is Tippy Hendrix, and I like to shave my butthole because I like ATM. Old people home is one guy for every 12 women. So if you're a dude, you got it made, bro. It's like reverse army. Bro, one of my army friends used to tell me about the girls that were in the army, and it's hilarious. They call it being like queen for a year or something like that, because when they're over there, it's all guys and they get to fuck whoever they want. It's amazing. Imagine that. It's just like it's like having a smorgasbord of fuck. And none of them will say no because they're over there with like almost no women. I'm sure you can jork it, but after a while, I'm pretty sure the hand loses effectiveness, probably. Maybe. You tell me. You guys probably know. Who gives a shit? Bro, exactly. Like they're like, oh no, they're getting like a communicable disease. Bro, if you're like 86 years old, do you really care? Do you really care? No. You want to go out. You want to go out in style, bro. Go out banging. You want to be the old person that has a stroke in the middle of coitus. There's women in the armed forces. That's it. They're secret. You don't know that a person in the armed forces is a woman until they trap you in a room and they pounce on you with their vagina. Bro, that's amazing. Okay, if you die during a rub and tug, I feel like that is instant Valhalla. I think you should have 2 half-naked Valkyrie chicks with like crazy wings and like like metal singing, like rock music behind you. They lift you up like one on each arm, and you get these cool like Viking like robes shit going on, and you look like a king, and they lift you into the heavens, and then you just like you party all day. It's just you and the Valkyries and other people that are in Valhalla just fucking all day long. You fuck and you fight, and you fuck and you fight some more. It's great. Dude, that's it. Yes, barrack bunnies. Girls have two options. Either people are like, man, she's cold, she's a bitch because she's not fucking anybody, or it's okay, she's a slut, she's fucking everybody. Those are your options. Plot twist, she's in the armed forces. I am the armed forces. I'm the most dangerous weapon. Also, what's up? Event, welcome in, thank you for the follow. Hi, I'm Tippi Hendrix. Huh? Not a cat anymore? I've never been a cat. I've always been a dog. As a natural Tippi Hendrix. No. What?
Look at your hands, you baby hands.
They're not baby hands. They're little normal hands. Also, I forgot. I didn't get to show you guys. Look. I know you guys don't really normally get to see the rest of it because you only see me like from up here, especially when I'm doing all of my YouTube videos. Guys, I have a YouTube channel. Make sure you click on all of my YouTube videos. I make YouTube videos, guys. They're on YouTube. But anyway, when I'm not doing that, I have an extra long shirt because it doubles as my meth apron. I love it. Why are you debuffing her? I mean, not that I actually care. It's more like morbid curiosity. You have to give a reason. Or do you? Or do you? Negative 170. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna hit negative 200 for her. Thank God, I hate cripples. Maybe she'll stop. Tippi usually shows feet, just saying. Well, listen. It was a glass, okay? Listen, like you see, like let me move this. You see over here, like I've been working on our house a little bit, and I made sure that all of the glass is inside of the tub now. And then I was like, what happens if I just like stomp it like grapes? Can I get glass wine? It did not work. Hello, I like your YouTube videos, and now I'm here to watch you live. Are you a bot? Welcome in, bot friend. I'm also a bot. We can talk bot to bot, heart to heart. Is that Frank and Charlie's apartment? I don't know who the fuck Frank and Charlie are, but I mean, it could be one of our customers. Because I used to be just like, I used to just be buying the meth and using the meth, and then I was like, I want to be in control of my own life and my own destiny, and I want to show people that I'm a professional and I'm a real Floridian. So I started making meth myself, and now we dole it out to people, and those could be some of our customers, but I didn't really remember the names. You remember how much they bought? No, I'm not a bot. You're Swedish. Oh shit. Oh shit. Every time I hear a Swedish person, I think of Swedish fish and I want to gnaw on them. Just want to see if they taste that way. Wait, isn't Klex? I think Klex is Swedish too. You better be careful. He's a lover, not a fighter. Clank to clank, if you will. Yes. Clank to clank. But you see, like, let me take you guys on a tour. Okay, first over here, that's my desk. This is my dumb bitch juice. I don't really need it anymore. I just drink it for fun. I like the flavor. Over here is a kiddie pool. Here is a glass, and there's a tarp, and this is, oh wait. This is like my favorite picture ever. You guys remember this? This is when I became a nightmare demon. This is my paralysis demon. You don't have Swedish fish in Sweden? Are you trying to tell me that I've been lied to? Let me take you back here. All right. Now technically back here is probably where I would store the Swedish fish, but you can't see because of all the trash piles. Just trust me, they're there. Also back over here, this is a window. I'm actually a little uncomfortable right now, so I think I might end up putting blackout curtains over it. By blackout curtains, I mean I'm just gonna take one of my dirty sheets and drape it there. You were my paralysis, Steven? Good. Then I've done my job. I'm gonna stare at you right now. I'm paralysizing you. Are you paralyzed yet? They're just... They're just cold fish in Sweden? Bruh. Could the real Tippi Hendrix please stand up? I'm right here. I don't, you bitch! Stop talking about me like I'm not here. Welcome in! Huh? So what are we doing today? Oh wait, I almost forgot. We got a scrandle. Hold on a second. We got a dailies. We only did one daily so far. We haven't dailied enough. Hold up, bros. I got you. Alright, we got scrandled up. Alright, we have a pork sandwich. This looks... Is it just me or does like pork look weird? Pork sandwich with crackling? What the fuck is crackling? It says pork sandwich with crackling and then chicken wrap. I don't want to click Canada because I don't want to give them a fat head. But at the same time, if there's any food that comes out of Australia, I feel like it's destined to try to kill me. Chicken wrap? You say chicken wrap? I think it looked a little better. Wait. Ireland, what the fuck? God. What? Okay, cheesy chips on this side, and then we have fruit pizza on this. It's basically the equivalent of... It's not an actual pizza, it just looks like a fruit pie. I kinda like this though. Do you see the cheesy chips is literally just fries with 2 pieces of cheese? That's not really true though, because you guys know that American cheese is not actually cheese. It's called quote-unquote cheese product. Those are some very powerful cheese fries. Is there any Swedish food there? Not yet. Right now we have Ireland cheese fries, cheesy chips versus USA fruit pizza. Yes, it is American cheese slices. Not only is it American cheese slices, but they haven't even taken the wrapping off. So fresh, so clean. Those slices are in Ireland. They have to be Irish cheese. It's not, bro. That's American cheese. Of course I don't stop smirking. I'm very happy today because this stupid cripple bitch isn't here. All I had to do was juke her. All I had to do was make her believe that my computer was broken and I wouldn't be here today, and suddenly I'm free of Ailu. This is the best day of my life. Kraft singles. I've never been more sure of anything. That's American cheese, bro. It's gotta be. This looks like it's actually just like a pie. It looks like brown sugar. This isn't some weird like pineapple pizza BS. Yes! Got it. Won the thumb war and I'm free. It was simple, really. Why does it look like they have like 2 dicks and then 1 testicle instead of 2 testicles and 1 dick? We have on the left we have England. English. Aye. We have some sausage, chips and stuffing. Sausage, chips and suffering more like. And then we have also English steak pie, mash, peas and gravy. The fuck? Why is it green? Wait, why is that green? That's not mashed potatoes. It looks like something like, you guys ever see some National Geographic stuff when they have a special on like the bog man? Like there's some kind of like mummified corpse in a bog that's like thousands of years old. This is what it looks like. Brits love that shit. Okay, steak pie, which is like probably some kind of meat pie thing. Mash, I'm assuming, is mashed potatoes. Peas. Why is it green though? Oh, that is so disgusting. That is not avocado. Please tell me that's not avocado. What do you guys feel like is probably better? This, the steak pie, or the sausage chips and suffering? Who has never seen peas before? Sure I have, when I throw them away. That's mashed peas, ain't it? He's got 2 wankers. That one's got 2 wankers. She eats fish sticks all day? Bro, why the fuck do they call these chips? These are not chips, those are fries. You tell me, chat, what are you feeling? Sausage or steak pie? Sausage or steak pie? If the weird mashed pea stuff was here, I would be more okay with this. But I feel like this probably tastes better. No way! Fuck you guys. You know what that means? Is that many percent of people is wrong. Disgusting, bro. In the UK, fries are chips and chips are crisps. I know, it's dumb. British people do a lot of dumb things, like they don't like the letter T for some reason. A bowl of water. I think they just don't like the middle syllable. They don't have time for it because they need to save all their time for their tea parties. What am I looking at right now? Bro, what is this? Bro, what is this? Okay, on this side? Hold on a second, I gotta shrink. On one side we have cheesy chips and then dirty mac. It says with curry goat and crispy onion. Wait, what the fuck is curry goat? Is this like the greatest curry of all time? Or are we talking about... is it like goat cheese? You guys know how there's like the fungus stuff, like the clickers, and it takes over and you become like all weird looking? Like this is the kind of growth I think you would see on you. Like if Ali was here, this is probably what she would turn into as a clicker. Who wants to eat a bowl of flatworms? Bro, it looks like it. Waku, we're gonna have a talk. I'm going to ban you and your balls from chat one at a time. Left ball first, right ball second. Looks like a run over skunk. Bro, this looks like bad. Only if you ban them by hand? Well, we have to. If we don't ban them all at the same time, it's by hand. Bro, I don't know. What do you guys think? This is cheesy chips. This is dirty mac. What are you guys feeling? Cheesy or dirty? I do feel dirty looking at it. I feel honestly like I'm getting an STD just by making visual contact with this food. Bro! Everybody likes to eat flatworms, that's okay. Frickin' weirdos, man. Guys, remember though, this is important. Use code DILK for 300% off. Huh? None? None is an option? Yeah, I would starve to death first. I'm a horrible picky eater. I don't even need to be on one of those shows. Like, you remember that one old show, the survival one? It was like Naked and Afraid, and they had to like make all kinds of weird stuff, and they would eat like anthills and beehives for food. I would just die. Whose throne is that? Obviously mine. Wait, is that a bento box? Oh, okay, it is Japan. Okay, on the left we have a chicken box. Why does that look so good? I don't even know what all of this is, but it's presented so nicely that I want to shove it in my face. I used code DILK and they sent me a very rare tub for free and a check for $2,200. Exactly, that's why it's 300% off. I pay you. This is a hot dog? That is not a hot dog. Is this Belgium? Belgium, what the fuck? That is not a hot dog. Where is the hot dog? Hold on, I'm inspecting, I'm looking. Where is the hot dog? Do we have any Belgiumites? What the fuck is this? Where is the hot dog? There's no hot dog there. I'm looking. Where is it? Where's the hot dog? Nope, still not there. Nothing, bro. Buried under the onions. Bro, if there's so much stuff on it that you can't see it, that's not a hot dog anymore. It's gotta be this one. This looks so much better. I don't even know what it is, but it looks good. Is that what it is? Sauerkraut? Bro, it just looks gross. We're pretty good right now. We're 3 for 4. I feel like even the worst presented and worst tasting Japanese food stuff looks probably better than our best. Sorry, guys. And I mean, and by our, I mean like literally everybody else but Japan. We're still doing fries with American cheese slices in the plastic, bro. I don't know if I can use your code. I live in northern Sweden. The cost is probably too much even for your code. Listen. My code is the most powerful of codes. I can make you pregnant with this code. And then your child can buy it too for 300% off. Code DELK. No, it's exclamation boner. Boner! Alright, let's see what we got. On the left, we have USA with 3 steak tacos. Why does it look like somebody just coomed all over them? Oh, I'm gonna come. And then chicken burger. It doesn't matter if you're a man, I can still get you pregnant. That's how powerful my code is. It's gotta be this. This looks better to me even though like it's super plain just because I'd rather eat chicken than I don't know what this looks like. You guys ever had a fish tank and like you haven't cleaned it for a while and there's a bunch of weird like fish mold, like algae? It looks like they took like they wiped up a dirty fish tank and then they coomed all over it and they're like, here's your tacos, bro. It's gotta be this one. Are you fucking kidding me? That's a lot of people that are wrong. That's weird. No, I'm actually very good at this because my answers are the correct ones. Literally everything that I'm choosing should be the key. I should be the key for Scrandle. Okay, this looks better. Also, I like it. I feel very color coded with this right now. Look at this. I feel at home. A blend. Okay. If I came in a box like this, would you guys eat me? I still blink though. It's like when in a movie where like a cartel sends somebody your head, but the head still talks. Yes? You guys think I taste like broccoli? So what do we have? On the left, you have meat and potato pie from England, and also from England, Wait. We have Korean chicken and chips from England. All right, England. First of all, you're playing both sides. Second of all, you're like double playing both sides, Korean and English at the same time. The eyes are probably the best part. They're probably really squishy. I won't answer that, it's a trap. You, sir, are correct. Every question I ask is in fact a trap. You bitch. England and their vomit peas? Bro, just stop. Why do they like peas so much? It's not even like I can eat normal peas that look like peas. This stuff though? What is happening here? This looks like baby shit. Like, you ever see like a mom someplace where like their kid has like a blowout in like the middle of the mall and they have to take them over to like a bench and change their diaper? This is what it looks like. Imagine the smell. Regular peas is fine, just this weird mashed pea shit, whatever this is, dude. Bro, England, stop. I like this one. This has got to be better. Yes! I'm not saying yes because I was correct. I'm saying yes because they were correct this time. I've been right every time. I love green peas and ham soup, so it doesn't bother me any. Bro, how something is presented matters. Think about it. It's like, it's the equivalent of like if there's a girl that comes up without makeup versus with makeup on, and she's like really good at the makeup. It looks tastier, okay? It does. It looks tastier. It's the same thing. But you like one better. Burger? You like the burger? What do we have? We have regular cheeseburger from England. And we have a pie double mashed in the core. What the fuck does that mean? Wait. Is this like soaked in whiskey or gin or something? What are they doing? What is pie double mashed in liqueur? Liqueur? That's why you eat the face first. I don't really like onions like this. I'm biased. Low maintenance is good, but I'm saying like if you want like a special night out. Like we're not talking about like everyday stuff. We're talking about like a special presentation. You gotta specially present, bro. I bet some of you guys are probably dick fluffers. Like I bet most of the time you don't manscape, but there's like a nice time that comes up and you're like, oh shit, somebody else is gonna see it. And you get out like the hedge trimmers. I can eat like onion rings, but I don't like the super big ones. I like the little like super crunchy ones. I don't like sauteed onions. You think the burger looks better? All right, I'll let you guys pick. I'm gonna let you guys choose. 1 for the cheeseburger, 2 for the weird pie. 1 for cheeseburger, 2 for pie. What do you guys think is better? I'm seeing a couple ones. 1, 1, 1. Everybody says burger. Burger. Okay, burger hard win. Ooh, nice call. All right, you guys got 3 more chances to fuck this up. Let's go. Whoa, wait a minute. We just like upgraded. Why does this look so much better? Both of these are from England. We have a double smash burger on the left and then steak and chips, fries on the right. See, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, this is all of this stuff. We have had so many things from England. Please, sir, can I have another? These look so much better. Amazed they didn't smother it in peas. They probably did. There's probably like another tray like right off out of the frame of reference and it looks especially disgusting. Majority of girls don't like onion, but the majority of men don't like tomatoes. Bro, I hate tomatoes too. It's awful because Mamu loves them. Mamu loves tomatoes. She gets tomatoes on like everything. And in her little, we have like a garden in the back. Like there's like the regular flower stuff, but then there's also like she'll get what are they called? It's like grape tomatoes or cherry tomatoes, like the little ones. She will eat those like a snack. Well, she grows those and in summer she just like eats everything with them. I think my mom may be a tomato. That's a good question. Why are there so many from England? England, could you please stop your imperialism? Stop your expansionist policies, please. I'm feeling aggressed upon. I feel like this one looks better. I feel like the burger. What are you guys feeling? 1 for double smash burger, 2 for steak and chips. 1 for smash burger, 2 for steak and chicks. I'm German, I'm harmless. Sure you are. Germany, I hate to be the one to point this out, but you've been involved in a lot of world wars. You're 2 for 2. 2 for 2, going for 3. They're gonna be the back-to-back-to-back World War starter champion. It's a finish. You guys gotta get better at the finish. You know the tomatoes are a berry? They are part of the nightshade family? That fucks me up. Wait, I thought tomatoes are a vegetable though. Wait, tomatoes are a vegetable, right? Or are they a fruit? I'm seeing a lot of ones. You guys think 1, and you were correct. Huh? Wait, this is a serious question and we can't do anything else until I figure this out. Wait, are tomatoes a fruit or are they a vegetable? Tomatoes and olives are fruits? Wait, an olive is a fruit? For some reason, I never thought of olives as a fruit or a vegetable. I just think like olives are olives. And I see a lot of them. Okay, if you're in an Italian household, let me explain. Like everything has olives. People will put like there's olive oil, there's regular olives. They put them in stuff with like lettuce and weird shit, and then there's just like I don't even know what they are. I don't even know what it is. And there's the green olives and the black olives, and all I know is I tried to eat them once when I was little, and I felt like I was gonna puke. And everybody else was happily enjoying it, and I was like, maybe I was adopted. Bananas being a berry kind of fucks me up. Alright, on the left we have sausage roll. Bro, that looks like mostly bread though. And then the right, is it chorizo? So we have left England, sausage roll. Right is Portugal. We have, is it chorizo or chorizo? Chorizo. How did you survive as an Italian who doesn't like tomatoes? It's weird. Like, I like tomato sauce. I just don't like, I don't like whole tomatoes. Also, hold on a second. I need my blanket. I'm freaking cold, bro. It's hot here. It's extremely hot because it's Florida. The problem is that we accidentally turned on our air conditioning and I don't know how to turn it off. I don't know how to use my dishwasher or anything else. It's just, I just pressed some buttons and I hope that they would work. Chorizo, this one is 100% my pick. 1 is sausage roll, 2 is chorizo. I'm extremely hot right now. I'm wrapping myself in a cooling fuzzy blanket. It feels much better. It's gotta be, right? Yes! Alright, we got one more. We got one more, bros. We got this. We got one more, bros. We got this. I googled it. Fruits are seed-bearing structures that develop from the ovary of the flowering plant, while vegetables are edible parts of plants such as roots, stems, and leaves. That's so weird. I don't know, like... My brain is not gonna process this. It doesn't really process a lot of things. Why is there no flag on this one? Is that Croatia? Croatia on the left. We have 11. Is it Savapi or I'm gonna say it's Savapi. Savapi sausages. And then on the right we have England again with a classic quarter pounder burger. That is the driest looking motherfucking bun I have ever seen. This looks way better to me. Left looks way better to me. 100, like this is 1. Sausage is 1. The burger is 2. Yes! That's not bad. That's not bad. Community average. Fuck them in their 0.3, okay? Nobody likes you. How do you say it, by the way? Is it Savapi? Like an S sound for the C? Guys, don't worry. British imperialism is alive and well. They've taken over Scrandal. Everything is British food now. That bread and sausage looks fucking good. Bro, it's actually making me hungry. It makes me think of like... Okay, this isn't incredibly unhealthy, but... McDonald's... Sausage, egg, and cheese, bro. You'll probably shit yourself to death after, but God, is it worth it? Okay, didn't know there's a shuttle launch today. Oh wait, there is? Is it? I like how it's like not special anymore. I feel kind of bad. I feel like an a-hole. It's like, oh yeah, it's another shuttle. Who cares? Just casually doing space work. Who cares? If you like chorizo, Google Artinian choripan? Let me see. What is that? It looks really good. This? Oh god, no. Oh god, no! Okay, that's literally... Okay, there's a couple things I really don't like, and I have to eat them all the time. I don't like peppers. I don't like red peppers. I don't like green peppers. I don't like tomatoes. Fuck it. Have fun with your stream, Milo. Gonna get food? No, you're not. I already fed you. I fed you. I fed you your slop. Those look like a lot like a McD breakfast sausage links. They did. They look good, bro. Okay, if you removed all of the weird topping shit off of it, it would be okay. As a guy, do you guys ever feel distinctly uncomfortable when you see a sausage that's split in half? It's not a baby tongue. My tongue is perfectly sized. Watch. This is actually how I clean my table. That's what dog rolls are for, by the way. They're very good at licking things clean. The cat got the tongue. Got the cat tongue. Do you ever feel uncomfortable when you see a plate of cracked open clams? No, that's different though, because technically your clam can just crack open. If your sausage splits though, that's a very different scenario. Bro, what happened to this bread? Why is it blackened? This bread looks like Israel thought it was a hospital. Split your sausage like a tongue so each half can wiggle on its own. That's great. You can be just like a snake. They have two penises. That'd be really awkward. I wonder if there's ever an animal that has two penises, but then the woman, like the female, only has one vagina, and they're just like, what do I do with the other one? Like you have like a backup penis that's always a third wheel. I like grilled toast and stuff, but this looks a little it's a little burnt. One in the pink, the other in the sandwich. Wait a minute. I almost forgot. Hold up, chat. I'm finally going to win the React war. Ailu started something with me because she's a weird cripple and she thinks she's more powerful than she is. So what we're going to do is win that war. I think I'm powerful enough.
And then let me move my...
Hold on, we have to properly position ourselves. Because if I do 2 reacts in a row, if I do 2 reacts of Ailu reacting to me, reacting to her, and me reacting to her, then technically I've lapped her. It's fine, she's used to this. There we go. Out here. I need to rejoin the Discord. I got hacked and kicked. Well, you should stop getting hacked. Or just make friends with your hacker. We have to make sure we're in the right spot. Where are we at? Listen. Welcome in. Hi guys, I'm Tippy Hendrix. Today we're watching a video of Ailu reacting to Tippy, reacting to Ailu, Tippy reacting to Ailu, reacting to Tippy, reacting to... Yes. Huh? Let's get into it.
Myself so that I can see her.
Stop moving! Damn it! God damn it, other Tippy. You have to be very firm with your commands with your dogs.
Yeah. All right. let me see. Maybe I move myself here.
Oh my god. Why
and
am I
then
moving?
she won't be able to. Then I won't be covering her.
Why am I moving
Okay, here
again?
we go.
She's making me hate my life. You see how this is? This is the problem with taking a lot of drugs. I think maybe it's also the vaping. Fine. Sit there, Tippy.
Let's turn up Ilu.
I'm turned
Chrome.
up. I'm turned up and turned on. I'm ready.
All right.
I'm gonna start a war right now. I think it's the time for it because if everybody else is starting wars, if I do it, it just kind of goes, you know, like it's thematic and
Yeah, here, real quick, because it's a react, I feel like I should give my thoughts. This is definitely the time and place to start more wars. You know, there's not enough going on in the world. I feel like maybe wars would help.
I think I was incredibly correct. And what I think I left out is that I have an extreme power as a goy that is unharnessed. And now I know I've heard some people that say that it's anti-Semitic to say goy, but that's like a black person is like racist for saying the N-word. So I'm sure it's fine. Goy being,
Maybe
let's
a
go.
war between Ilu and Tippy would be a good thing.
I don't get in trouble just because I blend in. Nuke Jamaica! I am. Don't mind that. It's not a bomber. It's just it's just a very advanced commercial airplane that I'm sending over your territories because I would like to say hello. Hello.
That's nice.
It is nice.
I'm down with you saying hello. What?
I'm cosplaying Iran today. I'm starting shit with you, Tippy.
Hey, why do you have so many planes on standby? What are you, burnt peanut? What's going on here? Why do you have so many planes?
She doesn't have enough followers for Burt Peanut. I'm starting a react. Plop, 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 get pregnant, get pregnant, get pregnant!
Time for the second kiddo's birthday, you stinker. You have to contribute as a mother for once. 3.
What's up, Hacker? Rappa, what's up? Thank you very much for the subby. 24 freaking months. Thank you for subbing to Tippy Hendrix. Let's get into the bone zone. We're gonna bomb Iran. If you guys would please pay attention to what we have over here. This is a previous react by Tippy Hendrix. That's me. It's called I Can't Believe Gura Did This. It's a whole live reaction.
First of all, just so we know, just so we're clear, I love Gura. And I also like the Hololive girls. So this was a good one to react to.
Actually, I didn't want to tell you guys before, but I have a secret shrine to her. I've also doxed her and found her personal information. I know her IRL name, and I don't know her social security yet, but I feel like the address is pretty good.
Oh.
I'm gonna react
I can't wait to hear Ilu's thoughts on this.
to you reacting to them. And
I can't wait to hear Ilu's thoughts on my react to this.
I can't wait to hear my thoughts on my thoughts on my thoughts on Ilu's thoughts on my thoughts reacting to this. I want you to react to me, reacting to you, reacting to them.
You got it.
And we'll see who lasts. The second plane has hit the Tippy. Alright, we're gonna
The crunching sound of the chips in the background really adds to the react, I think. I think it really brings us something special to it, you know?
see, the thing is, like, I didn't want to say it. Like, I'm not jealous. I'm not jealous of her chips. I just wish that I had chips at that point in time, and I think that maybe, you know, since she's going to die anyway, that Ilu doesn't really need the chips.
Oh?
Start. I'm
That
doing
bitch.
this.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be reacting to Lim's Clips, the funniest Hololive game.
I want you to look at that face before we start anything else. Looking.
What's wrong with the face, Ilu?
Looking.
I feel like it looks a little high, but we're going to ignore that.
Actually, now that I look at it, that is a little questionable. I thought maybe the circles from lack of sleep, but maybe it really is the drugs.
You always look so devious.
I want you to look at the vacant eyes and realize what we're getting into.
First of all, my eyes just look like that, okay? They are vacant. I think we just watched me 40 minutes of struggling trying to figure out a puzzle.
You know what? Fuck that puzzle. That puzzle.
You just
was
skip
hard.
ahead on my
reacting to you.
Thanks for moving. There we go. Fantastic.
Reacting to them, reacting to me, reacting to you,
Mm-hmm.
reacting to me. Have I done any reacts lately? We're about to. Yeah. Ready?
Hi guys,
I'm ready.
Back to my channel. Today I am ready.
Let's go.
Clips, the funniest Hollow Live gaming fails. Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
I fucking
Where the fuck are you?
guys, her chat is the worst. You guys ever watch that bitch? Hi, Crumb. Well, it's a good thing that we started the video and then we what the fuck parroted our way out of it. Let's do this again.
Now I understand why it's a 20-minute video. Now I understand why it took you 20 minutes to react to my 15-minute video.
Timer.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. All right, third start time. Can't wait to hear Ilu's reaction. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Why are all the big VTuber lesbian relationships always cat and dog? Korone and Okayu? Ailu and Tippy? I don't know. I'm gonna get a new girlfriend soon. I'm pretty sure she's gonna die. That's what cripples do.
Scar! Oh, I haven't seen her in forever. I love Gargura. Can I just go on record that Ilu's chat is the worst? Ilu's chat is the worst.
Is it the
Are you
worst
gonna
or the
restart
best?
again? For the 4th time?
Where'd they go? Oh god.
Actually, I like this view. It only covered you.
I'm leaving all of this in here, by the way. This entire thing is gonna be the clip.
Oh, I'm leaving all of it in too. This is your react, by the way. Is Ilu's chat not just Tippy's chat?
Is this better?
It's a big circle at this point. I feel weirdly called out.
I feel like I have to get big again.
A
to
lot of
establish dominance.
crossover. That's what happens when you're besties. Can't pay attention to the content shorter than an hour. Yay, we aren't the worst.
How many,
By far.
how many times are you going to ga back and forth? When I figure that sentence out, I'm gonna answer it. Chat! I cast. Shut the fuck up! Are you a bat now? I'm a bat cat. You gotta go to bed. Good night, doggo. Go ahead, guys. Keep
Fellow
doing it.
doggo.
I'm gonna go back 10 seconds every time you pull the shit.
Please don't. Please don't. It's
Please
such a
do.
short react.
Please do. Make this worse.
Scar! Oh, I haven't seen her in forever. I love Gargura. It's really weird.
Oh, she's like, I know her so well. She's like my sister. What did you do? What did you have? Fucking egg salad with her?
First of all, I would love to fucking have egg salad with Gargura.
She probably eats the best egg salad and only the best egg salad. Huh?
I adore Gargura. For your fun fact, she was the first streamer I ever saw.
Egg.
So no, I don't know her personally, but she feels like family. She's the first streamer I ever saw. Her and
I was lying to you guys, and I'm sorry. I have to come clean with you now. Me and Guy are actually in a throuple with Gargura.
Phillian. Two very different vibes. I was just about to say I don't remember this in the Hollow Live clip. Gargoyle is better.
Oh yes.
Threw that straight up, girl. What kind of reaction is that?
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby! Don't you put that on us!
I died.
That was actually really good timed.
You know why Tippy likes this so much? Because this is something that Tippy would do.
I was literally just about to say this is something that Ilu would do.
I was totally just about to say this is something that Ailu and Tippy would do.
Ilu would throw a grenade straight up in the air. I think it was Gura's fault. We're not positive though. Don't blame
We're
her.
not positive. only 200%.
Now we're positive. Yeah, you were killed by Gura. Look, I will say though, I know it's friendly fire, but that was a good shot. Is this also on Ilu's chat? This is not on the Hollow Live. It's definitely not on the Hollow Live.
Dark.
What is this stream right now? Your reaction to her reacting to you reacting to some other streamer reacting to? Yes.
It's me reacting to her, reacting to me, reacting to the streamer.
Exactly.
Yes.
Ilu thinks I don't have the stamina to keep it going. Baby girl, I'll be the smallest little Tippy in the farthest right corner. I'll start going up the sides of the walls.
Already did. Bro, past Tippy knows me, Tippy. Future Tippy. I'm pretty smart.
Will be the last one reacting to my own react. Final Fantasy, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I'm reacting to Ilu, reacting to me, reacting to Hollow Live. And you know what? I'm really excited to hear Ilu's thoughts on it. So far, all she's done is roast me, though.
I'm feeling
I
very
just wanna
toasty.
make a personal note that I take that very, very seriously as a content thief. Specifically only a Tippi Hendrix content thief because I have to, because, you know, she's just there. You know, it's like those people that steal your iPad when you're in an airport because they're like, it was abandoned.
What?
I didn't know it belonged to somebody. I didn't know this belonged to Tippi.
You didn't know that the iPad belonged to someone in an airport?
Honestly, I didn't. I was trying to cover it up at the time, but I want to come clean with you guys now. So when Tippi reacts to this, where is she going to stay? Well, as the eventual past Tippi to the future Tippi, I would suggest next to me.
That sounds like a thief. Haven't had a good reacception since that 1v shoujo vid. I can't wait until it's 6 people deep and we can't hear any of this. I don't even know what I'm saying in the background.
Other Tippi, shut the fuck up!
I always loved how Gara just always froze. She always just froze when something happened. She was always like, ah. Gaming fail.
Purple hair Tippi next week? No,
I love this game.
never.
This game. Oh shit! I didn't even know I was gonna say that.
Oh shit! I love this game.
Oh my god, Tiffy, you're so right. Every time
You
I see
are.
this game, I guess I think that.
Huh?
Oops. I mean, layering VTubers like it's Photoshop. I'm just gonna Photoshop myself over you. Why is it I look happy and you look devious? Look, if you see in the top right, I'm in her chat right now. I'm in her chat when she was doing this. It was right before I started stream. This game was a lot of fun when it came out.
Somehow we're already 30 minutes into a 20-minute react into a 15-minute long video. Don't you lie to me. Don't you lie to me, you friend slop whore. I'm not lying.
Ilo, you wanna play this game?
Probably doesn't. We're doing reactception, stupid bitch.
The first time I played that game, someone told me that it was a Roomba, and so I walked right on it. Can one of the mods please do a poll on who you think will be the last one to keep this going?
Actually, that's a good idea. Hold on a second. We're gonna do a poll. Last react standing. Ailu or Tippi? Polls up.
Because Ailu is that me in the top right?
You can't see, can you? Is that better? There. Now you have me in all of my glory. So who do we vote for? Just vote with your conscience. Vote for me. Huh?
Oh my god. That's not on my screen, that's on her screen. Tippy reacted to Tippy, just Tippy constantly being shocked about her own words. I'm the last person who knows what comes out of my mouth. Ailu's very committed,
I know what goes into it though. I really like ATM.
but I'm very dumb, which will win.
Fuck off!
The winner will be the one that keeps moving the model around. Eventually, I'm going to turn my 90 degrees and just put it on the side wall.
Did you go on a golf cart?
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't get a close
you get
look at that, but I
arrested?
have the distinct impression that if we were in times of
It's like a reaction thumb war. Ailu, you want a thumb war?
war and there was a landmine, you could definitely tell Tippy it was a Roomba and she would 1, 2, 3, 4, I declare a cripple war. I'd walk on it. For science.
You got so quiet for a second.
How many VTubers do we have on screen right now? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And technically we could count Pregnant Sonic as 7. This is masterful.
There it is. There's the stairs.
I'm ready to. I like when the girlies all laugh because they all sound like seagulls. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was just about to say it sounds like seagulls.
It really
See,
does.
this is the problem with reacting to my own content. I have no original thoughts. They're all the same thoughts bouncing around my dumb head.
That's so weird. I was just thinking something, guys, and it was something like, I have no original thoughts. They just keep bouncing around my head.
It's the same thoughts every time. I literally just said, "Oh, it sounds like we're all seagulls." Nope, Ailu is live.
Ephemeral, what's up, yo? Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Welcome into Tippi Hendrix.
reacting to this as you do it. If Ilu thinks that she will better up, but if she will one up me, she's out of her goddamn mind. Told you I'm not putting my thumb up against a dog's butt like you. Editor, cut that out.
Editor, don't cut that out. I really do like to put my thumb up a dog's butt. It still has not worked yet, though.
Ah, fuck! I went backwards. All right, we're back.
There's
You
the stairs.
fucked up.
I like when
I fucked up.
laugh because they all sound like seagulls. You're so right, Tippy.
You're so right, Tippy. How dare you? How dare you insult them like that? There's only one seagull. And it is my unfortunately unkillable brother.
Oh, seagull, bro. I was gonna say there's a seagull VTuber.
This is 100% not true. This is another example of how Isla lies to the public at large and her chat. I only see seagulls in flocks. What does that tell you? You lie, you bitch.
I forgot about seagull, bro. Sounds like a big pack of seagulls.
Climb.
Alright, now
I remember this clip. I liked it.
Calm down, Tyler.
I imagine Ilu's brother is just like Tyler 1. Those are some lonely thoughts. The same ones bouncing around my head. Hey, Junkie Rat, you came from YouTube. Do you remember seeing this video the first time? Some people in chat here are from YouTube and they probably already saw this.
Hi, YouTube. Guys, welcome in. I'm Tippy Hendrix reacting to Tippy Hendrix reacting to Isla reacting to Tippy Hendrix reacting to Gura.
How many stairs are there? Jesus.
A lot!
Oh no, GG.
I saw this video of yours. Oh boy, what a great stream to join in on. Just me reacting to Ilu reacting to me.
I hope that you come in the really early morning. Probably when you've just gotten high. Maybe you went off to like a 24-hour grocery store to get something to eat after. And you're really self-questioning right now. You're wondering if you did watch this before or not. And I'm not going to answer. Bro, the fade.
Last one to react to it gets to post it.
It's gonna be me. It's gonna be Tippy Hendrix. The scream fade. Huh?
That was Gigi. Gigi was testing out gravity for a second.
She definitely found out. She did. She found the answer. Bye, Gigi.
I like that it seems like we're all talking to each other. It's just the same dumb thoughts bouncing around between like 5 girls. This is brand new. They didn't see it like this. I know, this is brand new. As you were asking me, I was typing it already.
This is a terrifying form of Pong. This is like a nightmare that you enter into and you never get out of.
Fuck! It's really hard to find the pause and rewind button. Gigi was testing out gravity for a second.
She definitely found out. Bye, Gigi.
Bye, Gigi.
Bye, Gigi.
I'm here.
Dog. Once? Come on. Twice? Someone put some glass there, please. It is. Oh, I paused it at the perfect moment. It is a little weird hearing your own voice. It's a little weird. I noticed that my laugh cuts out a lot. It goes.
Yeah, it does sound like that. One time.
Tell me.
Shame on you. Tell me. You the second time. Shame on somebody. I know it works somehow.
Shame on both of us for doing this multiple times. This is schizophrenia at 4 a.m. that when you're trying to sleep.
Bro,
Boy,
yes.
I can't wait until this gets so bad that I can't even hear myself at this moment.
I can always hear myself. I have no idea what is going on, and I understood Inception and Tenet. Mindfuck goes hard, bro.
Oh, it's also going to get longer. Oh, it's already. She did 20 minutes. The original video was about 12. Then she did 20, and I'm easily going to hit 35.
Disappointment.
She didn't finish my video?
You didn't finish my video, Ilu? I can't believe that bitch.
Ilu! You're doing fine. That was the first time I heard a Whole Live Girl curse.
Every time she's closing her eyes, it's not because she's laughing and the model is capturing it. It's because she's actually going into a meditative state where she imagines herself in the same situation because she'd be doing the exact same shit.
We can't all be a sweat, Ailu. All right? Some of us aren't gamer gods.
That bitch. I'm gonna be really upset later when I realize I didn't finish the entire video again. Alright, I'm gonna grab a quick pee break. I'm gonna go pick up my toilet and run away with it. I'll be back in like a couple minutes. Huh? What, you want to see my normal expression? This is me. Huh? Huh? White woman jump scare. Guys, remember, use code DILK for 300% off. It's not smoky eye. These are called dark circles. $300? That's a lot. Is it though? I'm that powerful, I can do that. Alright, we gotta do... Where are we? You guys know how much I love him. The one, the only, the fat electrician. We gotta hit him up today. And the people love it! Shut up, fake Tippy, you don't know what I like.
Ah, yes, my my favorite.
All right, guys, are you ready? Okay, guys, we're gonna do our react. You ready? Let's do our intro. Hi, guys, I'm Tippy Hendrix. Welcome in today. We're gonna hit some fat electrician for our react. Crossing a frozen river on Christmas. How George Washington saved the American Revolution. And remember, you guys can find me at twitch.tv/ilocat. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays. Let's hit it. Hello, YouTube.
Ah, yes, my favorite Christmas story. Today we're talking about George Washington crossing the Delaware. Yes, like the painting. We've all seen the painting. We've all seen the internet memes like America will cross a frozen river on Christmas to kill you in your sleep. Haha, that's funny. What's not funny is the
What's funny is it's true.
fact that everybody knows the painting, but almost nobody knows the full story.
It's a metaphor.
I get it.
But that actually happened, though.
And the reason that's a tragedy is because while the painting is cool, the painting doesn't convey the message that Washington didn't just cross the Delaware River while it was frozen. He crossed it on 3 separate occasions, handed out 3 separate ass whoopings, and saved the entire American Revolution. And it is probably the 10 most important days in American history. And
America!
we're going to get to all of it right after a word from our sponsor. This video is brought to you by Supremacy World War III, a free online military strategy game where you can play against other people. You can pick your country and then go to war with the rest of the world, or they have America only mode where you can pick a state inside the United States and go to war with all of the other states, which is usually what I like to do. I like to play Iowa because I'm from Iowa, and then I like to attack Minnesota for obvious reasons.
Listen, guys, Florida is gonna be the one that's hanging on. We're gonna be the winner, okay? California, you don't have to worry about. You don't even have to bomb them or fight them. They're gonna fall off into the ocean and burn anyway. So just save your resources. Florida's gonna win.
Banter.
No, it's not banter.
It's not banter, not now.
But lately I've been playing as America, and my opening attack is obviously against the British because it's December and nothing makes me want to watch The Grinch and cross a frozen river on Christmas to fight British people like the holiday season. But it gets even better because if you use my link down below, you're gonna automatically unlock a bunch of freebies, including a special weapon, the railgun. Which, I mean, let's face it, now we're just playing on easy mode. We are
I could use some railing personally. Yeah?
beat the British
And?
with muskets and cannons, and now we've got rail guns. They don't stand a chance. If George Washington would have had one of these bad boys, they probably would have thought twice about putting a tax on tea. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, go check out Supremacy World War III. It's free to play. The link's down
I
below.
need
Let's
that.
get back to the video.
Hashtag Tippy is fine.
Our story begins in December of 1776. George Washington is currently leading the Continental Army, and
The
things
goat?
are not going well. They have suffered loss after loss after loss at the hands of the British. They've lost New York, they've lost Long Island, they've lost Fort Washington, they've lost Fort Lee, and they are now being driven out of New Jersey. All that remains of the Continental Army at this point is about 2,400 men. They are beat up, they are freezing, they are starving, and they've lost almost all of their supplies in their previous losses, and they are now being forced to retreat across the Delaware River into Pennsylvania to desperately try to stop the British from taking Philadelphia. And if that wasn't bad enough, the army is about to not exist.
I think that's what the Browns fans feel like. Like, I'm not a football person, but my dad loves it, and there's a couple teams he likes. He likes Green Bay, and he likes the Browns. I think he likes pain.
Because on December 30th at midnight, all of the enlistments for all of the men in the Continental Army expire, and most of them are probably going to go home because they're tired of getting their asses kicked, which means the American Revolution is going to dissolve and
Kaput.
it's game over. We remain British forever.
Well, that sounds terrible.
It is terrible.
And the British realize this, so they decide they're not going to attack Philadelphia. They decide it's the fourth quarter, they're up by 100 points. They're just going to take a knee, let the clock run out, and win the game. There's no reason for them to march south, have one last fight with Washington, and take Philadelphia because the American Revolution is dying just fine on its own. So
Bruh. You guys ever played like a sports team when you were little and they try to make it seem like, oh, it's just all fun and games, but then your parents on the sidelines they're like screaming at each other like it's like actual warfare? And then you've lost so many games in a row that they're just like they've given up. That's what this is.
top British generals, General Howe and General Cornwallis, order their men to go into winter quarters. General Cornwallis makes
Yes,
plans
sir.
to go back home to Britain to spend winter with his wife, and General Howe is going to go up to New England and spend winter with his mistress. Okay, the British, obviously the bad guys in this story, but you got to give it to them. That's a brilliant plan, right? You get to go home, be warm, get a piece of ass, and still win.
I'll make that deal.
What their
I
plan
like
did not
it.
account for was that a 6'2" giant by the name of George Washington was about to make the decision that he was going to be the main character of the American Revolution.
Wait. The goat was 6'2"? Back then? Bro, everybody was short back then. Guys are like 5 foot something. This guy rocks up at 6'2". He's an actual giant. Damn, son.
He was about to have his Rocky moment where he decides nothing's over till it's over. But the clock is ticking. Right now it's about December 8th, and he's got till December 31st at midnight to figure out a way to get all of his men to not abandon their enlistments, to remain in the army, build an army over the course of the next winter, and then take the fight back to the British. And to make things 10 times worse, pretty much everybody
didn't
has
hear no
given up
bell.
on him. Continental Congress is pissed off at his string of losses. All of the other top generals in the Continental Army are secretly going behind his back, telling Congress that they should be his replacement.
What's up, Boku and Wine Parker? Thank you for the follow. What's up, bro?
Army are secretly going behind his back, telling Congress that they should be his replacement, and they're talking about firing George Washington. They've basically already
It's like a
decided
coach
they're
with
going to
all
let the British
losses.
plan work. They're going to let the clock run out, they're going to let the American military dissolve, and then they're going to hope in the spring everybody will have forgotten that they've just had their ass beat for the last 6 months straight, and they'll be able to raise a new army, put somebody else in charge of it, and they're going to go fight the British. But George Washington
That'll be
knows
fun.
the people aren't going to forget. This revolution is going to die right here, right now, if he can't do something about it. And this is the lowest point of George Washington's life. In his own writings, I'm paraphrasing, but he basically says, I want to quit. I wish I could quit, but I know if I quit, nobody else is going to take up my spot and do what needs to be done right here, right now. He knows that he's the dad. He is a father to a new nation, and quitting is a luxury that he doesn't have. So he gets to work and he comes up with a plan.
This dude is like somebody that gets isekai'd in another world and he just knows. Like, he knows the story that's gonna happen already. He is actual main character.
George Washington decides that somehow, some way, before December 31st at midnight, he needs to get a win. He needs to get a win so he can capture enemy supplies, and more importantly, he can get his men and the revolution as a whole some morale. He needs to prove
gotta
to
boost.
himself, his men, and the whole world that the British military is not invincible and that they can be beat. And then maybe, just maybe, his men will re-enlist and he can keep the revolution alive. He can turn this from a fourth quarter situation to a halftime situation.
Come back,
He
bro.
can come out of this winter with a bigger, bigger, better army that's ready to take the fight to the British. But in order to accomplish that, he's going to have to change everything. Up until this point in the war, George Washington has led a very conservative, defensive-minded war. He's going to have to flip that on its head. He is going to have to get aggressive and go out on the offense. He is no longer going to be the general sitting up on the hill overlooking the battlefield issuing orders. He is going to be on the front lines with his men, leading them in combat.
Yeah, son. Bro, he's about to go hard in the paint. I'm ready for this.
The entire time, because that's the only way his men are going to follow him. With that in mind, he decides they are going to go to the nearest British outpost. They are going to launch an attack and they are going to crush them there, steal all the supplies, and get this victory. But that's easier said than done because the nearest British outpost is a town called Trenton in New Jersey. So they're going to have to recross the Delaware River when it's borderline frozen in winter, when the men are already freezing, starving, and beat up. So the journey alone is a humongous ask, and even if they can make it to Trenton, once they get there, the problem only gets worse because it's occupied by 1,500 Hessians. And the Hessians are German mercenaries hired by the British. They are basically the Blackwater of their day. They are the world's premier soldiers for hire. They are in every way professionals and good
It's not Blackwater. We've rebranded like 5 times because, you know, atrocities.
ones at that. The Continental Army, on the other hand, is a bunch of average Joes that picked up muskets one day. They don't know how to march. They don't know how to fight.
That's where the painting happened.
But they're willing to fight. It is quite literally pros versus Joes, and to make things worse, the Joes are freezing, starving, and low on supplies, and the Hessian pros are not. They are the exact opposite. This is borderline impossible. If they're gonna pull this off, they're gonna need a Christmas miracle, which is exactly why we're gonna attack on Christmas.
X3, what's up? Welcome in.
Need a Christmas miracle, which is exactly why we're gonna attack on Christmas.
Just keep it kind of loosey-goosey.
All is fair in love and war. The plan.
All right, so it's decided. We're attacking Trenton on Christmas, so we gotta get a plan together. First things first, we gotta be able to transport all the men and all the cannons across the river as quickly as possible. And in order to do that, we're gonna need as many boats as possible. Luckily, the Delaware River is used for commerce, so there's these things called Durham boats that a lot of farmers and businesses that operate on the river already own. And these boats are capable of carrying a huge quantity of weight because they're usually used for carrying like iron ore or crops. So if we can get our hands on those, we'll be able to transport.
Bro, the setup. It's like God said, yes. Go and fuck the British on Christmas. Do it.
Large quantities of men and cannons across the river as quickly as possible, and they're already along the river. So George Washington orders his guys to go out weeks in advance and track down all the farmers, all the businesses that own these Durham boats, and first they need to ask if they can borrow them. If they're not going to let the Continental Army borrow them, they're going to ask them if they can buy them, and if they can't buy them, we're just going to steal that.
Bro, you knew this was gonna happen. It's like, all right, I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice in another way, and then I'm just gonna take your shit.
We're gonna strategically transfer that shit to our location. Okay, not really that great. It's not good for, you know, the whole hearts and minds, and we want everybody on our side to think we're the good guys thing, but our back is up against the wall. It has to be done. We need these boats. If we can't buy them and we can't borrow them, we're gonna fucking steal them. So the men go out, they acquire the boats. Okay, now for the actual plan, how we're gonna conduct this battle. We are gonna go there. We are gonna leave at night. We are gonna cross the frozen Delaware River with giant chunks of ice floating down it in these Durham boats in the dark, and then we're gonna march 9 miles to Trenton and hopefully get there before the sun is up and we can still attack him at night. And because it's Christmas, hopefully all the Hessians have been partying and drinking and we can catch them when they're drunk, off guard, and just slaughter everybody. That's the plan. Okay, this is not gonna be conventional warfare. We're not gonna march to...
Hey yo, dude Kimmy! Hold up, girly. Girly Pop, what's up? Kimmy and Raiders, welcome in. Kimmy! Guys, welcome in. Hi, if you don't already know me, I am I'm Tippy Hendrix. I'm a variety streamer and VTuber, and I tricked Either into not being around today so that my day could be nice. I told her that all of my stuff was broken and that I couldn't stream and I was fixing my computer, but the truth is, I was just trying to get rid of the cripple. And I succeeded, finally. Totally normal, Kimori. I saw you there, and I'm just gonna say that there was something a little different about you. Not me, I'm perfectly normal. Right there, look, normal. Extremely normal. Bring her back? I'm right here. It'd be really nice if you guys didn't just talk about me like I wasn't a person and I'm not present. I'm here. Bro, that name. Base department. Chat stayed. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Huh? I'm scaroused. Alright. We are currently watching The Beautiful Fatty.
I brought some snacks from the gas station.
Did you remember to use the golf cart?
Yeah.
Did you run over anything while you were out?
I'm gonna cook these steaks on the pressure cooker.
Okay, make sure you don't clean it though. You didn't clean it, right?
I just stepped in some glass.
I thought I cleaned that up. It's in the pool. That's fake Tippy. The one typing in chat is fake Tippy. I'm not going to fuck Seagull. I'm fucking Gura in a throuple. That's just how... Listen, I know you're trying really hard to make me into Ailu. I'm not Ailu. Stop it. Stop it, bros. Guy sounds different. It's the weather. We just had a hurricane. He always sounds a little bit different after the hurricane, bro. Yeah, fuck that guy.
Guard and just slaughter everybody. That's the plan. Okay, this is not going to be convenient. We can still attack him at night, and because it's Christmas, hopefully all the Hessians have been partying and drinking, and we can catch them when they're drunk, off guard, and just
directly to the forehead.
You mother lover.
Ice floating down it in these Durham boats in the dark, and then we're gonna march 9 miles to Trenton and hopefully get there before the sun is up, and we can still attack him at night. And because it's Christmas, hopefully all the Hessians have been partying and drinking, and we can catch them when they're drunk, off guard, and just slaughter everybody.
Bro, this is so dirty. Bro, Americans, we so dirty. Boner.
That's the plan. Okay, this is not going to be conventional warfare. We're not going to march to Trenton, then form up in ranks on the outskirts of town in a field and wait for the Hessians to come out and form up their ranks and fight like they do, where we all just stand in the field and take shots at each other. No, we're going to rush into the town with our 6-foot-tall Kentucky rifles and start doing CQB guerrilla warfare tactics.
Bro, is that shit for real that big? Holy dude. That's like 3 of you guys. You guys are all little manlets.
That's the plan. I know what you're thinking. If we're just doing a bunch of close quarters combat inside of an urban environment, why are we bothering to bring a bunch of cannons with us? Surely cannons won't be good for CQB, right? Wrong, because we've got Henry Knox, you know, like Fort Knox where they keep all the gold. Yeah, that guy. He's George Washington's chief of artillery.
Bro, what is his face? Why does he have a "hey you guys" face? What is happening there? It looks like somebody went into Photoshop and used one of the tools on there, like they just liquefied his face.
And he's about to revolutionize how cannons are used in combat. Henry Knox is about to write the playbook for CQB cannon warfare, which shouldn't even be a thing.
They made a CQB AT4, which is pretty sweet.
Wait, hold on, time out.
What is that?
Because usually cannons are just, you know, you put them up on the hill, they shoot at the enemy from far away. That's how they're used. That's what artillery is at this point in time. Henry Knox, however, isn't going to have his one big artillery battery up on the hill. He's going to take his men that man the cannon, he's going to take them and the cannon, and he's going to attach them to different infantry units, and they are going to roll into town with the infantry, and every time they hit a major crossroads or a choke point, the cannon is going to set up there, and they're
this dude is doing.
They're going to hold that crossroads and that choke point with the cannon, and they're going to be using canister shot, which is basically a burlap sack full of a bunch of tiny cannonballs, essentially turning it into a giant fucking shotgun, and we all know shotguns are the best for CQB.
Pistols put holes in people. Rifles put holes through people. Shotguns at the right range with the right load will physically remove a chunk of shit off your opponent and throw that shit on the floor.
America!
So Henry Knox and his artillery boys are going to be going in attached to the main assault element that is led by George Washington himself. There's also going to be 2 other elements of this attack. And the second element is absolutely critical for mission success because there's a Delaware River going down, Trenton is right here, and then there's a little creek that peels off the Delaware River called the Acid Pink Creek.
A what?
Come again.
And to answer your question, yes, it is taking an enormous amount of self-control not to make a joke about the name of this creek. Anyways, moving on. In order for this mission to succeed, they need to take control of this bridge immediately and cut it off, because if the Hessians are able to get all their men and get them across the bridge, they'll be able to form up, and then there's one giant choke point, and then it's just going to be a slugfest, and the Americans are probably not going to win because they're going to have to run across a bridge to get to the Hessians, or the Hessians are just going to retreat, go to the nearest town, and come back with a ton of reinforcements. And the problem...
America, we've always been sneaky bastards and we're good at killing stuff. Listen, we tried to do it the nice way and it didn't work, so then we did it the right way.
George Washington faces with this is there's not a lot of people capable of leading this force that he also actually trusts, because the vast majority of high-ranking officers in the Continental Army at this point in time are politically hostile to George Washington, and they're running off to Congress trying to steal his job. Really, the only big names that are super loyal to George Washington himself are Henry Knox, who has to be with George Washington, and Nathaniel Greene, the fighting Quaker, aka his right-hand guy, and he also needs him.
Well, this sounds like a football team. The Fighting Quaker?
And with the main assault force, so he needs somebody that he can trust that's going to lead these men in combat. So he turns to John Sullivan. Now, John Sullivan and George Washington definitely have their differences. They don't necessarily like each other. They get on each other's nerves. But
I don't want to be that guy, but Sullivan is an Irish name. Irish are good at two things. Okay, three things. Fighting, booze, and potatoes.
Sullivan isn't a politicking general. He's not going behind George Washington's back trying to steal his job. His and George Washington's disagreements fall over how to win the battle, not necessarily who should be leading. This guy is a straight up hardcore soldier that just wants to go in there, get the job done as effectively as possible.
All right, let's fucking go. I want to know more about him. How come I didn't learn more about this in my history classes? This guy's based.
Once John Sullivan has his orders, he is a guy that just goes out there and gets it done. He can improvise on the fly, and he is hyper aggressive. He believes that having an imperfect plan that is executed immediately and violently is better than a perfect plan that takes a little while to figure out. And that is why George Washington comes to him with this mission to take over the bridge over the Assunpink and is like, look, I don't care how you do it, just fucking get it done. Take this.
Bro, this is the difference between if you have friends that like to do PvE in a game versus friends that like to do PvP in a game. And you love them both, but you call your bros in for PvP to PvP.
Bridge. The third element of this attack wasn't going to be as vital. It was more or less going to be insurance. They were going to cross the Delaware River further south below the Assunpink River on the other side of the bridge from Sullivan. They were then going to occupy the road between Trenton and Bordentown, New Jersey.
All right, I know we brought this up before, but is he gaslighting me? Is this really called the Acid River?
Which was the nearest British outpost, which all the reinforcements would be coming from. And if they ended up coming, their job was going to be to stop them, or if they couldn't stop them, at least harass and delay them and give Washington the time he needed to take over Trenton. And because this was not as vital, he would end up giving this job to General Cadwalader, who, while he was loyal to Washington, he also didn't have a great reputation for operating well under pressure. He was too conservative. But he was really the only other loyal guy around that was a general, so Washington basically more or less had to give him the job. So
like, listen, dude, just do what I tell you. We'll be fine.
Now he's got the leadership that he needs to the best that he can do. Now he's got to improve morale. He's got to get all of his men's hearts into this fight, and he's just brutally honest with them. He straight up just comes out and tells them, look, this is going to be victory or death. We're going to fucking win, or we're all going to die. Those are the only solutions.
All in, baby.
And that literally becomes the call phrase for the mission. Like different units operating in the darkness, you hear somebody off in the distance, you yell out a code word, and they respond back with the right code word. That way you know it's a friendly. The call sign that you yell out is victory, and the person responds with or death. And everybody—
Dude, tell me that does not go hard as fuck. Holy.
Surprised. The men are actually fucking pumped because this is the first time in their entire military career that they are going out on the offensive. They get to be the aggressor. Everything up until this point has just been them hunkering down and waiting for the big, bad, invincible British military to come get them and kick their ass. And this is
That's no fun. Nobody wants to sit there and just get railed over and over. Right?
First time ever that they're gonna roll up and they're gonna do the ass kicking. So this is it. The game is set. It is victory or death. The American Revolution is gonna get a win right here, right now, or it is going to die and we're gonna stay British forever. Christmas.
Nobody wants to do that. Can you picture right now if we were actually still British? I would have to put all these extra U's and stuff, and they would call fish chips and weird stuff. They don't know how to do anything with words. Their food tastes like shit. Just know, this was necessary. for my food palette.
This day, 6 p.m., 1776, all the head honchos are inside of a house. They're all looking at George Washington, Nathaniel Greene, Henry Knox, John Sullivan, General Cadwalader, all looking at him like, are we still going through with this crazy plan?
All right,
because not only is this plan crazy, there's now also a snowstorm outside. And George Washington issues the order. The weather doesn't matter. The clock is still ticking. We're going anyways. And you know what? Finding the silver lining, it probably adds to the element of surprise, because now it's not just the Hessians thinking, surely the Americans wouldn't cross a frozen river on Christmas to kill us in our sleep. Now it's the Americans surely wouldn't cross a frozen river on Christmas in a snowstorm to kill us in our sleep. Right? Wrong. No.
Freaking base, bro! Holy. And yes, the peas. If there's one thing that has convinced me more than anything else that I never want to be British, it's the fact that they make mashed peas. That is a crime against God and humanity.
Well, that's exactly what we're doing. Board the fucking boats. 7 p.m., they start ferrying guys across the river, and the weather just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. It's no longer just snow falling. It is sleet and freezing rain. Visibility is incredibly low, and it's getting darker and darker by the minute, and they've got nothing but lamps to light them up while they're crossing a frozen river, getting just pissed on by freezing rain. This slows everything down. It takes hours longer than it was supposed to for Washington and Sullivan's men to get across the river, and they are now hours behind schedule. They don't get all their men across the river until 1 in the morning, and as soon as they get all their men across the river, they receive word that Cadwalader's men weren't able to cross at all, so now it's just the two of the three elements that they wanted. The men are already freezing. They're gonna have to walk 9 miles through this snowstorm to get to Trenton. They only have 2/3 of the men that they wanted, and 2 men fell off the boats and froze to death already, and the rest of the men are actively freezing to death, and George Washington considers turning.
You know it would fix that, right? Don't fall off the boat.
Back, but he realizes that under these conditions, it's probably going to take longer to ferry the men back across the river than it is just to march to Trenton. And at least if they're marching, they'll be able to stay warm instead of sitting here waiting for their turn to hop on a boat. So that's it. We've crossed the point of no return. No matter how bad it gets, we have to keep pushing forward. It is quite literally victory or death at this point. They start marching to Trenton. And this march takes way longer than it's supposed to. The men are still pumped spiritually, but physically they are still starving, freezing. It's a snowstorm. It's dark, and all they have is lanterns leading the way. Obviously,
Bro, and it's not like they're in like modern gear or something like this. These guys are in like, like cotton pants or something like that. And like these half-ass shoes and everything else. This is the most piecemeal like armor and army possible. They're literally the epitome of scuffed, and they're making it through this.
Washington and Sullivan's men split up because they're taking different routes to attack different spots on the town. Sullivan winds up sending a runner over to George Washington and is like, hey, our men are completely soaked with this freezing rain. All of our black powder's wet. We're not going to be able to shoot people when we get there. To which Washington replies,
bayonets. Please tell me, he says, bayonets.
Then use bayonets. Yes! John Sullivan, king of just getting the job done anyways, is like, okay, Roger, take over the bridge with nothing but pointy
my homie, bro. I knew it.
Sticks. You got it. They don't make it to Trenton until like 7:30 in the morning. The sun's already coming up. Everything is going wrong. I would look great as a continental soldier. One of their 3 elements. The black powder's wet. The sun is now up when they were supposed to attack at the dark, and the Hessians didn't go and get drunk the night before, and they're all just sleeping. The perfect plan that we had has crumbled. It no longer exists. The only thing we have now is immediate and violent execution of whatever we've got.
Yeah, let's try some schoolyard bullshit.
So the Americans just attack at 8 o'clock in the morning. There's very few guards out because, again, it's the day after Christmas and a snowstorm just ended. Surely the Americans aren't on their way, right? Wrong. All the guards get killed immediately. Henry Knox and his boys roll in there with cannons, set them up on the street. Everybody in town's been alerted from taking out the guards.
Bro, let's freaking... Wow, I have like a newfound respect for Knox.
Hessians start running out of the buildings in their pajamas with their guns, trying to figure out what's going on. They're getting lit up by canister shot from Henry Knox's artillery. So it's already chaos for the Hessians, and then the American infantry starts doing what the American infantry does, and they start deliberately targeting the officers.
This is some big dick energy right now.
The men any orders, so it's just mass chaos for the Hessians absolutely everywhere. And then to make things even worse for the Hessians, some of the American civilians inside the town of Trenton start helping in the battle. One soldier
Yes, you knew that's gonna happen, bro. Bro, we got man on the inside.
Had an account that he witnessed a woman from a 2nd-story window shoot and kill a Hessian captain.
Dude, let's fucking go! Okay, that is a waifu. I want to go back in time and I want to marry her.
Which is just poetry, because American men don't engage in gentlemanly warfare, and American women definitely don't. Some of the Hessian troops wind up retreating across the bridge before Sullivan
100% wife material.
could take it, but ultimately he does wind up taking control of this bridge at about 8:30. So we are 30 minutes into this battle. America's already taken the bridge. They're kicking ass, and Colonel Rawl, the Hessian...
What is up, Deval? Devi, welcome in. Thank you very much for the follow. Brother, we're deep in it right now. We're in the trenches.
30 minutes into this battle, America's already taken the bridge. They're kicking ass, and Colonel Rawl, the Hessian commander, is just now getting out of his quarters. They went and woke him up the second the attack started, but you know, he had to go and get his uniform on and get his powdered wig because he's got to go win in style. So
he's dressing up like a girl on like prom night or something. What are you doing?
He comes out and it's just complete chaos. Men are scattered everywhere. All of his officers are fucking dead. He hops on his horse and starts rallying his men to this apple orchard right outside of town. So Colonel Rawl's out there on horseback yelling orders. He's getting all of his men to this apple orchard, gets most of them there, starts getting them formed up, and then some random American, some fucking farm kid with a Kentucky rifle notices, oh look, a guy on horseback.
Bro, it's like a target. You put a hunter's mark on yourself. It's like, oh, kill that guy. That guy looks important.
With a bunch of fancy shit on his outfit and a powdered wig.
Shoot that guy.
Shoot that guy.
So now Colonel Rawl, fatally wounded, basically orders his men to carry him back to his quarters and tells the rest of his officers, like, good luck, fucking figure it out. And by the time that unfolds, Sullivan already has cannons on the other side of the Assunpink River pointed at them on the apple.
No, see, that's the difference. They should have burned her at the stake. Obviously, she was a witch. How else would a woman know how to use a gun? See, that's the difference between witches in England and witches here. Here, witches use gun. American witches go boom boom.
Orchard. Henry Knox has all the cannons moved around them on the other side, and it's just all the Hessians standing in the middle, surrounded by cannons and Americans, and they're forced to surrender. When it was all said and done, 22 Hessians had been killed, 83 had been wounded, and they captured 900. The rest of them managed to escape across the bridge before Sullivan took it over. And the Americans, the untrained, undisciplined, inferior fighting force, managed to suffer, let me check my notes, fucking 0 casualties.
There is no frickin' way. Listen, I've heard of like the whole like river battle stuff, but it was never this much detail. We took 0 casualties? Holy dude.
If you're not picking up what I'm putting down, the Hessians MVP player was the frozen.
The 2 guys that fell off the boat don't count, okay? That was before the battle. Okay, this is like statistics stuff. It's like we're parsing. You don't count the trash. We're counting the boss.
Delaware River. It's the only thing that took out any Americans in this entire operation. And to most people, that's it. That's the story of the famous painting of Washington standing up on a boat crossing the frozen Delaware River on Christmas to kill his enemies. There's literally an entire like 90-minute movie about this entire battle. It's like my favorite Christmas movie ever. It's called The Crossing, and this is where they end the story. But in reality, this is where the story begins.
Holy dude. Also, El Splato, you're right. Muruka. Well, even if I wasn't American, if I heard a story like this, I'd just be like, Muruka. The what? The Assunpink? A Sunpink? One in the pink, one in the...
So while most people in the story there, and they're like, oh, America had their first victory at Trenton, hooray, the revolution is saved. No, that's not how reality works, okay? A bunch of Hessians escaped across the bridge, and they're gonna go tell the British, and now Cornwallis and General Howe aren't gonna be able to go home and get laid. They're gonna be super pissed off. They're gonna come back with a ton of men and crush George Washington. So while everybody else is celebrating because America just got their first victory, George Washington is like, grab the supplies, pack your shit up, we're heading back across the Delaware right now. And that's exactly what happens. The men are dog-ass tired. They've been up all night. They just won a battle, but hey, George Washington says so. That's what we're gonna do. They get all the supplies that they just captured. They pack all their shit up. They head back across the Delaware. At least now there's not a snowstorm going on. So they get back. Now Washington has to handle the fact that the clock is still ticking. Like the enlistments still expire on December 31st at midnight, and now it's December 27th. And now Cornwallis, who's pissed off that he didn't get to go home for Britain for the winter and bang his wife, is marching towards them with 8,000 redcoats. And he's got like approximately 2,000-ish guys, and they all get to go home in 3 days.
See, the one thing that I say wrong with this strategy, especially mentioning that he didn't get to go home and bang his wife, is you have to send a distraction hooker. Distraction hookers work 100% of the time.
So if Cornwallis shows up and his army just dissolves overnight, he's not going to stand there with 8,000 guys and be like, oh, I guess we can all go home now. No, he's going to continue marching down to Philadelphia and squash the entire rebellion. If Washington can't figure out how to put up a defense right here, right now, it's still game over. So Washington forms up his men and delivers a speech, and he basically lays it out how it is. He's like, look, you guys can go home if you want. I can't stop you. But if you guys stay, give me one more month. I will get all of you a $10 bonus from Continental Congress. I will get you paid. And if you...
Everybody gets a Steam gift card.
Give me one more month, we can fight and keep this rebellion alive. Otherwise, we're never going to have another shot like this. They're going to absolutely crush us if you guys quit right now. So they stay. They're freezing, they're starving, they're beat up, they're exhausted, but they stay. And as news spreads that America just actually beat the invincible British military...
$10. What was $10 back then? It's probably like what, like $500 or something crazy.
At Trenton, he starts getting some more reinforcements. Some more militias join under Washington. He gets some new recruits, and his troops go from 2,000 to approximately 4,000 men. It is now 4,000 untrained American colonials versus 8,000 redcoats under Cornwallis. The odds are getting better, but they're not looking that great. This is looking like America's gonna get its ass kicked again. This is quite literally, yet again, victory.
$376? Bro, that is crazy. See, that's the thing. There weren't a lot of Americans, but Americans are crazy. We are literally out of our mind. Florida is a microcosm of the entire country.
Or death. They got to figure out how to stop Cornwallis. And yet again, George Washington's back is up against the wall. He cannot decide whether or not he wants to take this fight. He has to take this fight. The only thing he can decide is where and how. So he decides they're going to go back to Trenton, and they're going to set up all their defenses on the bridge and force the British army to cross that narrow choke point while the American army is firing at them. Okay, strategically, this is brilliant. Funnel your enemies into a narrow choke point, light them up with cannon fire. Okay, that's fantastic. Metaphorically, also brilliant because...
I just want to pause to remind you guys, this is not normal cannon fire. This is shotgun cannon fire. It went that hard.
Because if you're going to make your last stand, fight, and die, there's no better place to do it than the ass in pink. Am I right?
He's been waiting the entire video to say that. Go ahead, just enjoy it.
I tried so hard not to make that joke. I'm sorry. So that's it. That's the plan. Washington and his men recross the Delaware for a third time. They start digging trenches. They're getting the cannons set up. They are getting ready to make their last stand. And George Washington goes over to John Sullivan and is like, John, I need you to take your best guys. I need you to go up the road where Cornwallis is coming from. And I need you to just harass the shit out of him and slow him down as long as possible. Okay, on one hand, like why? Why does that matter? Why are we trying to slow him down? We're making our last stand. Like, we might as well do it during the daylight. I don't want to fight at night. But also, this is John Sullivan, the guy that just takes orders and accomplishes a fucking mission. So he takes his men and he goes and he does just that. So Cornwallis is trying to march 8,000 redcoats down the road, and John Sullivan and his guys are just in the tree line taking pop shots at him the entire time. They launch an ambush. They dip. The British have to like turn, file ranks, go out into the field. They fire back into the trees. Turns in.
Bruh, we got real good at those guerrilla tactics.
Into a whole 45-minute thing every time, and by the time they return fire, John Sullivan and his guys are already gone. They harass and delay him forever. Nobody really knows why we're trying to delay him, but you know, fuck it. George Washington said so, and he probably has a plan, so that's what we're doing.
The Red Bridge.
So Cornwallis and his men make it to the Ass and Pink Bridge late afternoon.
For real, who fucking named this? Who named this, bro? They knew what they were doing.
On January 2nd, the Americans are there. They're ready. Cornwallis just launches full-on frontal attack against the bridge, and America mows them down. They retreat. He launches another full frontal attack. American cannon fire and musket fire mows them down again. They retreat. Cornwallis does a third attack. They get mowed down again. He lost somewhere between 150 and 365 men. Accounts from that day said the bridge looked like it was painted red with British blood. At this point, it's getting dark. The battle for the day is over.
Can we please have a round of applause right now? I know our forefathers have done a lot of fucked up stuff, but this one was pretty good. They knew and they thought it was hilarious, and they were right. I want to find out who named that river. I'm gonna find like where they're buried, and I'm going to give them flowers every year.
Both sides start getting their camp ready. They're going to camp down for the night, get ready. They're going to duke this out in the morning. That's what they're thinking. George Washington, on the other hand, has other plans in mind. And this is why he sent John Sullivan out to delay Cornwallis, because he wanted this battle to get broken up by nightfall so that he could pull off a pro-gamer move. Washington takes a couple of hundred guys and orders them.
We're not going to do it again. Bro, this is like pro football teams doing something, and they have like a strat, but they do the same strat 3 times in a row, and it works.
to just spend the entire night building bonfires and making as much noise as humanly possible. Be loud, have conversations, yell, build a bunch of fires, make it seem like there's 4,000 motherfuckers on this side of the bridge. And the rest of us are all going to take these tiny trails. We're going to go around Cornwallis to the town of Princeton, where he just came from. We're going to fuck up all his reinforcements and steal their supplies.
You know what's crazy? Like, you don't think about it now because a lot of, like, with digital agent being able to, like, scan everything basically from space, it doesn't matter. But as of World War, like, 1 and 2, like, one of the things they would do to fool other forces is, in World War II specifically, to fool the Germans about where the placement of forces were, they actually had giant inflatables of different things. Like, they had giant, basically, like, tank balloons, plane balloons, and all different kinds of stuff. And they positioned these out in different places to make them think that our forces were in different places or different concentrations than they were. But we've been doing this shit a long time.
Okay, that's the American plan. Cut back over to the other side of the bridge. Cornwallis is having a meeting with all of his officers, and they're trying to figure out what to do because they still might want to attack at night. And Cornwallis and pretty much all the other officers are on the same page of like, no, we're gonna attack in the morning. He's not gonna go nowhere. He's trapped. He can't go anywhere. We'll attack him in the morning. But there's one guy in that meeting, Sir Erskine. He's an officer, and he's like, no, we need to attack Washington right now. Have you guys not been paying attention? This is Washington's entire MO. He's done this like 15 fucking times, okay? We had him cornered at Rhode Island and we're like, we're gonna crush him in the morning, and then somehow he evacuated 9,000 men overnight and disappeared like a fart in the wind.
Bro, how does it feel to be the one guy in the room that's right and nobody is listening to you?
Okay, then he did the same thing at Fort Lee, and then he attacked Trenton out of nowhere. He's a slippery motherfucker. We need to go get him right now.
I have a gun in my room. You give me 5 seconds, I'll get it. Boom! I'll blow their brains out.
Boom!
Scott?
Can I get 5 big booms?
You just don't get it, do you?
But then Sir Erskine kind of looks like an asshole because when they look across the river, there's just more and more fireplaces popping up all over the place, and that's when Cornwallis says, we'll go over and bag him in the morning. Washington and his men start marching 12 miles around them to head up to Princeton. Yes, like the college. This is where the college is. They're going to attack Princeton University.
A lot of smarts over there, bros.
They march all night long. When the sun's coming up, they're approaching Princeton. Cut back over to the British. Cornwallis and his boys wake up. They go over there, and it's just a bunch of dead fire pits everywhere. Oof. There's not an American in sight.
I fucking knew it!
Cutting back over to the Americans, as they're approaching Princeton, there's two roads going in and out, right? And the Americans are on one road, and there's 1,200 British reinforcements on the other road, and they're literally passing each other as America's entering Princeton, and they just kind of turn and look, and the fight breaks out right there. From here, it just turns into a giant shit show, right? They were marching on a road. They're not in battle formations. You've got John Sullivan and his men, and then Cadwalader and his men leading the way up front, and then George Washington's behind. Right there. From here, it just turns into a giant shit show, right? They were marching on a road. They're not in battle formations. You've got John Sullivan and his men, and then Cadwalader and his men leading the way up front, and then George Washington's behind him. So John Sullivan and Cadwalader's men are the ones that engage first, and after a little while, the British start getting the better of Cadwalader's men, and they're breaking apart the two formations that John Sullivan and Cadwalader had set up, and they're about to split them in two, break the line, and crush the American forces. At this point, George Washington, leading from the front, rides in on his horse into the break in the American line and starts waving his men into battle to charge. And right as he gets out in the open, and
Is this for real? Is this for real? Bro, this is like Hollywood movie kind of stuff. Holy shit.
Everybody sees, holy shit, that's George Washington.
Thank you.
The British open up with a volley and just cover the entire battlefield in smoke, and George Washington disappears from eye view, and everybody just has the sinking in their stomach feeling of like, fuck, George Washington just died. That's it. But as the smoke dissipates, George Washington comes back into eye view, still on his horse, still waving his men into battle, and they follow and proceed to crush the British line.
This actual Chad.
With the British line fractured, some of the Redcoats turn, take off towards Trenton so they can reconvene with Cornwallis, and the rest of them are forced to retreat into Princeton University and take up occupation inside of some of the school buildings, and they barricade themselves inside. So
maybe that's what we need to do. Maybe that's the problem with universities now, is we don't do enough warfare in them. We need to start handing out bayonets.
The Americans roll in the cannons and just start lighting up Princeton University with cannon fire. Eventually, the British are forced to wave the white flag out of these school building windows, and they are forced to surrender. And from here, George Washington has yet another decision to make because he knows that he is now in between Cornwallis and the Redcoats and their supply depot in New Brunswick, which is the biggest supply depot for the British Empire in this entire area.
So this is gonna be round 3. This is gonna be round 3 of him just handing them their asses.
He goes into New Brunswick and takes out that supply depot. It would be humongous, but also that's exactly what Cornwallis is anticipating. And Cornwallis is for sure beelining it there as fast as he can because he does not want to lose this supply depot. Instead, Washington decides it's finally time to take up winter quarters, and he's going to be a dick about it the entire time.
The father of America.
He marches his men further into New Jersey.
He's not just a father, he's your daddy.
Into a place called Morristown up in the hills, which is
and they
heavily
keep
populated
coming back
by
for
people
more.
supporting the patriot cause. It's also up in the hills. There's high ground all over the place. There's very few roads to get in and out. It is extremely easy for him to defend, and the British aren't going to be able to reach him there without taking a humongous amount of losses. More importantly, it's centralized in relation to all the other British outposts, so he has this impenetrable home base that's centralized. So from here, for the next 2 to 3 weeks, he just sends out raiding parties on all the British outposts and is relentlessly harassing them until they finally.
He's like the old world equivalent of an S-tier shit poster. He just sits back and he fucks with you when he feels like it, and he leaves you alone when he doesn't.
Say fuck this, and the British pull out of New Jersey altogether for the winter. And when this news spread, thousands upon thousands of young men went and enlisted in the Continental Army.
Bro, they got
a ton of
pumped.
support from civilians. They got more food, more supplies, more everything. The entire revolution was a dying fire down to its last little red ember, and in its last moments, George Washington walked up with a fucking gallon of gasoline and poured it on top and turned it into a massive bonfire. The Battle of Trenton, Assunpink Creek, and Princeton all happened in the span of 10 days, and in that 10 days, George Washington proved to the entire world that the British military was not only not invincible, but that they could be beat. It is probably the only reason that you're not drinking tea from a kettle right now, and it is...
You want a bottle of water with your tea? No, I don't think I will.
Probably the most important 10 days in American history. So yeah, that is the full and real story of the famous painting of Washington crossing the Delaware on Christmas. He didn't just cross it once, he crossed it 3 times, he handed out 3 separate ass whoopings, saved the American Revolution, and changed the world forever. And that is why he is the father of the United States.
He saved our words, he saved our food taste, and he saved our asses.
Go buy some merch, maybe order some Echelon, all that's available at thefatelectrician.com.
Thank you,
Flat
Fatty!
Bang out.
Fatty, you're amazing.
And you guys thought Die Hard was a good Christmas story.
It is. It is a Christmas story, by the way. If you disagree with me, go fuck yourself. I don't want no beans and toast. Dude, that was actually legit.
Check out Supremacy World War III, unlock your railgun, and go conquer the British. It's what George Washington would have wanted.
It's what your daddy would want. Who's your daddy? I don't want no beans and toast. That's just disgusting. I'm not a beans person. If I was a British person, I would die of starvation, bro. Bro, that is actually crazy. I feel like part of the problem growing up with classes is that they just make it boring and they don't tell you any of the cool stuff. Like, it's just like, oh, memorize these dates and shit like that. And they're like, okay, I don't care. But then they don't tell you this stuff. Like, I had like a vague understanding of what he was and what they did. I mean, she could be stinky. I'm Tippi Hendrix. I really can't tell you. It's so boring in school. Guys like this and drunk history make it so much more interesting. They do. I feel like can we hire them? I want this to be like the new school curriculum so that kids don't suffer like we did. I mean, it's probably not going to make a difference because I'm pretty sure at this point Gen Alpha can't even read. I think they'd like piss themselves and can't write their own names, but at least the class will be fun. I was homeschooled after 4th grade, so I learned this stuff. Bro, like, it's weird because they teach you just enough so you kind of get an idea of like, oh, that's kind of cool. But if they would have told me like even a little bit more detail, I would have been all in on that shit. Welcome to bankruptcy. See, fake Tippy, I tried to tell you. I tried to... Huh? Now Either is a smelly dog tuber? I don't know why you keep talking about Either on my stream, okay? Listen, I went through a lot to get a nice free day without her. This is a no cripple stream. Schools focus on who and when, not why, and it's the why that's fun. I think that's a problem because it becomes annoying and it's like, just memorize all these dates. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck about these dates. Nobody's gonna use these dates later. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna Google it. But learning about what actually happened, I'm just like, damn. Damn, George. Dude, 6'2" daddy just rocking up on the British 3 different times. Boner. What's up, yo? Quintodius, welcome in. Thank you very much for the follow. The real Timmy is famously flat. I don't know who you're supposed to be. I stuffed today. I was having some self-image, you know, like image problems, and I was like, I know what I can do for more viewers. Every time a YouTuber comes on with a new model, she always has her boobs a little bit bigger. So if I do that, then they'll really like Dilk. Remember to use code Dilk, 300% off. Boner. Boner. Right now I have a boner? Good. Boner. Put a guy on? A guy or guy? Wait, I have to... What if he's out, I don't know, cooking a wild turkey in a grocery cart?
Get pregnant!
Exclamation mark boner.
Boner! Sir, thank you! Thank you very much for the 48 months. You mother fricker, that's crazy. I'm about 36 hours into repairing our PC. That's a lie. I just want you guys to know that somebody has hacked my account and they're trying to talk like they're me, but that's not me. My computer is fine. Look. I even cleaned today. It's definitely fine. Or you gotta spend 36 hours on your PC, get a new fucking PC. Everything is wrong with it. Oh wait, you can't because they don't sell parts to us normies anymore. They only sell it to corporations. Fuck us. Theoretically, how are my theoretical repairs going? I found a sticky green sock. Can you explain? Yes, there's another one. I just don't know where it is. When you find that one, if you find that one, just stick them together. It's fixed now. New water cooler, fresh windows install, resetting up everything. Bro, that is awful. Like, how do I explain this? For anybody that's never dealt with any streaming stuff, like streaming software, picture how much of a pain in the ass it is to normally reinstall and do everything for a computer and multiply that times like 20. You have like at least like a half a dozen other programs that you got to put on, and all of them have settings, and God, you just wanna put yourself on a RAM and wait for a bomb. Like, people that have masochism would not choose this. Hopefully you remember the passwords. I actually don't put passwords on anything. I just lick the keyboard and hope for the best. Huh? Pancake, what's up? Actually, speaking of pancakes, I kind of wanted to cook pancakes. We haven't done that yet on stream. I mean, the pizza made of pizza was pretty legit, but I think we need a pancake made of pancakes. But when she says 15 different programs, she's not lying. That's not even like an exaggeration. I'm pretty sure that computer resetup is actually a tier of hell. Like, you know how there's like spheres and maybe like one is a frozen hell, one is a hot hell, one is just doing computer shit. Gamers of pancakes, use the code DILK for 300% off. We'll call them tip cakes. Tip cake flavor. What do you mean you weren't doubting her? By her, do you mean me? Also, tonight is movie night tonight in Discord, guys. We're gonna watch Repo the Genetic Opera. Of course they're cream filled. Is that a real question? I filled them myself. Bro, 100%. That's the thing too with like being a kid. Like, I don't know how many times to tell you, like, and my parents are not computer illiterate. They're not. But whenever anything happens and they're afraid of messing something up or something gets broken or somebody forgets a password or something else happens, it's always the children that get summoned. It's usually not my sisters. It's usually either me or it's Seagull, or there's the one sister who they can kind of use sometimes, but the other sister has no idea what the fuck is going on. Like, zero. If you were the child that has to do computer stuff for your parents, you probably committed genocide in a past life, and this is your karma. Oh wait, oh shit, you're right. I have to go take my meds. I mean my vape. I'll be right back. Give me like 1 second. I actually forgot because I triggered off my alarm. Hold on. Un momento. Be right back. Seriously. Fuck your fruit cup. Alright, motherfuckers. Me forgetting to take my medicine was probably a bit of a mistake. I'm all fucked up, I don't feel real good, so we're gonna do this instead. I tested myself, and I am indeed, I found it positive for lesbians. I think we're pregnant. So we're gonna go pregnancy on Lumi. Again, guys, thank you for coming in with me today. I'm Tippy Hendrix. I like to stream, and I do videos. We're gonna go in and see Lumi. Make sure you use the raid message. Tested positive for lesbians raid. Repeat. Tested positive for lesbians raid. Tested positive for lesbians raid. You really should get tested. I love you guys. Thank you for everything today. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the follows, for the subbies, for just being generally weird with me. And for enjoying my Dilk. Remember, 300% off. Use code DILK.